are live. Welcome, everyone. I missed what you just said, but I'm not sure I want to know. Anyway. Oh, dear Christ.
Back in shenanigans.
Back in the shenanigans. Yup. Fuck me to the moon. Okay, here we go. Yep, just one more thing, and then we are golden buckaroos.
Okie.
Where's the fuck is my mouse? There it is. Sorry for the slow upstart, everybody.
It's okay. We are just hanging out. It is fine.
Yes. Oh, dear.
It is fine. No big deal. No big deal. What do you mean? I just eat someone and chop them up into little bits. No big deal. Zach is the only one that knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Is that a Sweeney Todd joke?
No, it's a comedian that does a podcast.
The Demon Bother of Fleet Street.
And he was going over a German cannibal that was active during World War II. And he like made a whole little like persona for me. He's like, so what if I eat people? No big deal. So what?
How about you eat people? There's millions.
If he's a German cannibal, why are you doing his voice with a Russian accent?
I don't know.
I was actually gonna say you just mixed up.
Oh, did I mix them up? My bad.
Yeah, because chicken kilo is the thing you're thinking of, and that is what is big deal. Yeah. So I rub soft shame cock. I eat in the corner. I hurt no one.
And then there's little Jimmy. Oh my god, I wanted to kill him. Anyways. None of you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Let's get this show on the road. All right, last time on D&D, this group of degenerates, as you noticed, our elf is still unconscious, chilling in the wagon.
That was one sleepy boy.
He might wake up today, he might not. He's dreaming about chilling out with his wife and like doing house stuff or something. I don't know. Anyway,
that's all meta knowledge.
Yeah.
We don't know that.
Definitely not
a big nap from a big conker.
But
the definitely not trolls definitely hit him very hard around the head.
Correct. Anywho. Sorry. They defeated two ogres. They weren't trolls, even though I apparently said trolls, and found their way to Polis, which is the capital of holy shit.
Theros.
Thank you. And they ended up accepting a job from a fence that's connected to the Gambits. And then they went down into the sewers and one of our group members, the Paladin, kind of got his shit rocked for a moment. And then
what, you get crit 3 times in a row? Come on, stop crying.
Yeah.
It's not my fault that I rolled 3 natural 20s. Speaking of which, where the fuck are my dice? Oh, whatever. Anywho, there they are.
Hello, my sweet lipples.
Defeating the Rat King by him surrendering to them, they are on their way out of the sewers, and that was the major plot points of last session. Bombat launched up the hook. You guys crawled out of the sewers, and what are you guys doing? You're just looking around. You were last time you guys were at the mouth, outlooking the tent city and the drop off the cliff to a open ocean with the sun starting to wane down. It's not sunset yet, but you have 2 or so hours, so you see the glimmer of the ocean You can hear the waves crashing and seabirds.
I believe that Fafnir was pushing along the Rat King.
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are just at the exit.
we
You are opening the tent city. Off to your left, about 200 yards, 150, 200 yards is the main big tent where I had her name.
Miss Crane.
Miss Crane, thank you. Is you guys were not divulging. You guys were debating if you were going to take him to the Peacemaker or to Crane.
If I recall correctly,
They drown him.
Fafnir had suggested giving him over to Miss Crane and then returning the arrows, and also telling her about the location of the drugs we found in the sewers, so that her outfit can make use of that, in which case we get out of the contract. Nox had disagreed with that and suggested that instead we take him to the authorities. Fafnir had been astonished, but had agreed.
Yeah, let's take the Rat King to Kragus, the Justice McGee of Theros, and be heroes. And also turn in the illegal drugs.
Or tell them who they are.
So what's the party's decision here?
And I believe that's the case.
That is the plan. We are turning the Rat King into Kragus, the Justice McGee of Theros.
So, as you are walking through the tent city, you see Nox. You hear cracking, and you see him topple over in a fetal position, and you just hear more cracking as you see his jaw like shift forward into points, and his teeth are moving, and you see like his bones twitching, and you see underneath his skin what seems to be almost like worms moving around, and some parts are almost translucent, like sacks of water. As you see that, as you see this, you see his bones and his legs, his entire body is like shifting about as these pods on his arms just break, the ooze just pussing out, and these tentacles ripping and flailing about his arms. And Nox, you want to take over?
Yeah. I am face first in the mud. And the tentacles attached to the shoulders, they begin to get up and start to do some floaty type stuffs as they like flex around, and then they press off of the ground as Nox pushes himself up. Nox just stretches, and the tentacles just out like that.
Okay, well...
Oh, that feels so much better.
I think this one might not be okay.
Are you okay?
I've been itching for weeks. You have no idea.
This was expected.
Yeah, they were popping out my wrists before, but now they finally got free. And on his arms, there are just these long gashes where the tentacles had just ripped through his skin. And I am actively bleeding, like a lot. And I take out some of my traveler's clothes, and I just begin wrapping my arms in it as the tentacles sort of like go behind my back a little bit.
Since you pointed that out, you want to do a Constitution saving throw for me?
Raphael thinks this one has a serious case of worms.
You don't want to get these worms.
Fafnir's
25.
Going to be... Okay.
I think he has a lot more tails now.
You take 2 damage.
I take 2 damage, heard.
Just piercing damage from them, launching themselves out of your arms.
Yeah, metamorphosis is not a comfortable process, but Nox is standing taller than you have seen him stand, in weeks. He's obviously feeling a lot better. It's like when you finally pop that pimple that's just been like, like around for a while, but you can't pop it. You can't. It's just like that. He just popped the pimple and like, yeah, okay, it hurts a little bit. It's a little bit of a mess, but like, he's feeling good. He's feeling good.
Fafnir is going to be hiding his revulsion under a stony-faced mask of control, and is going to say, "I'm glad you're feeling better," and is going to continue marching the Rat King
as you
towards the
are
gate.
picking yourselves up in the middle of this tent city, and after hearing many gasps, and it's the tent city, so they've seen some fucked shit, but what they just saw was a little extra. You hear behind you just... And you turn around and see Miss Crane there clapping her hands and being like, well, 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 that was horrifying.
It's none of your business is what it is.
You brought him alive to me, even though you are going in the wrong direction.
Not you, and we keep walking.
Nope.
Fafnir hasn't even looked around to see who they're talking to. He just keeps going with this Rat King.
Yeah. While they proceed, I'll stop to speak with Miss Crane for sure.
May I ask where you're taking
I'm
him?
not gonna keep walking. I'm gonna stop like a little bit away from Nox. So I'm still gonna be there.
So where are you going with my contract?
Your contract?
Yes, the deal was you take care of him in one means or another, and I give you your 2,000 gold after you complete this and the cargo.
Our deal was for the cargo. You said, quote, I don't give a fuck what you do with him.
Fair enough.
And they are taking our prize into the city on our own business. And as for the weapons, they'll make their way to your chicken man.
Fine, take him. And she walks away.
Yeah, Nox
Flustered.
nods. Yeah, turns around.
I guess I'll accompany Nox since I'm the only one that stayed back.
Yeah, I'll like hang behind and like, kind of cover myself up with my cloak of protection, put the hood up again, and I'll just be like, there'll be the sound of cotton ripping as I'm like ripping up my traveler's clothes and just like applying them on my bloodied arms.
So you're the ragged man now. Got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna still look a little bit rough, but this is a turning point for Nox. I'm about to get like real pretty.
Okay, so as you do that, you guys walk up to the guards and they say, "Halt! Who's this?"
So Fafnir is going to say, "We have captured this thing in your sewers. It was in the possession of many illegal substances. I believe."
Oh, was it now?
I believe that your the head of your guard is after this man, creature, thing.
You want to talk to the peacemaker?
He says he is.
He looks down at like you, Grateful Lord, and he's like, he's just unsettled, and he like you see him put his like hand on his sword. Right. So you want to talk to the peacemaker?
We want to turn this one over to your custody.
Who is this one? Who is he?
He calls himself the Rat King.
You see him suddenly spike with like realization, and like his eyes go wide. He's like, "Oh, right. If you say this is who you say it is," as he looks at this like half rat thing, looks over at his partner, eyes back at you. He's like, "Follow me," and you guys take about a 25-minute walk, up to the administration district, and you see this basically giant hall of judgment, and you enter. It looks like pretty much like the courthouses we have now that are based off of, Greek or Roman architecture.
Into a courthouse. It's a courthouse.
It's a courthouse.
Yeah.
And you go into the main chamber of such, and you come eye to eye with this very tall, rarely seen in the city, black-maned leonin, whichever way you say it. And he just raises his eyebrow. To give more description, he looks like...
Is it gonna go up on the stream?
No, because there's a lot of notes I don't want you to see. He is a dark-tanned fur. He has dark-tanned fur with a black mane, a large scar tracing down his left eye all the way to his missing left ear. The left side of his face is generally malformed and scarred up and just doesn't look too good. Missing fur. And you see him. He has a longbow leaning up on his desk, and he has I lost it. Giant great axe. It's ebony colored. The hilt is led into a double-sided blade carved with Leonin symbols and gives off a faint warmness to it. Like a faint glow.
That's a big cat.
Are there gonna be some, I don't know, some other guards in the room? Who are...
Yeah,
being kind of like a big vestibule type place. What does it look like?
So off to the right is like an office area, and then you see where would be the their version of a jury, and then you don't really see any chairs where people sit. You just see like a table to where on the sides of it where 4 other sub judges would sit if there would be needed for multiple judges on like a major case or something like that.
I will stand stoic and silent in the middle of the room while the respectable people go do respectable things.
I want to stand in the back corner taking notes.
Okay.
What?
So you just
architecture?
So Fafnir is going to halt the prisoner before him and say, "You are the protector of this city, sir?"
Protector is not quite the word I would use, but yes, I'm the one that deals with the administration when it comes to the guards, the crime, the punishment. And until recently, I was the jury, but you know, people have to be... Well, you know how humans are. They love their civil liberties.
I nod.
Wonderful. Well, anyway.
As you see him roll his eyes.
Fafnir's going to give a slight nod and say, "I believe this is the individual known as the Rat King, a boss in your city's criminal underworld."
I was told there was a group squandering around the old sewer system. Would that be you lot?
Probably.
And how might you know that?
I'm in charge of all the guards, mate. There's not a thing that goes around this city that I don't know about.
Right, your guards that are so incredibly prevalent in the 10th city.
Fafnir is going to shoot Jin a glare. And
feel free. I don't
return his eyes to...
Feel free.
We have a criminal.
Correct.
Do you want him?
Absolutely, and I was going to get to that.
City people.
You're always so impatient, human.
Only
I'm going to approach.
I will offer you 50 gold pieces for his capture, and I will contract you through the city, if you so choose, mind you, to capture any other criminals with a 50 gold stipend with an additional 10 gold premium for each head caught, if you will.
I do not believe we will be staying in the city that much longer. So
all right.
take the 50 gold and thank you for your hospitality, and I'm going to
He looks
shove
down at you, Nox,
Rat
and he's
King
like,
over.
yes, creature.
I'm gonna put my hand on each of the humans' shoulders and just kind of lean in a little bit. We have no interest in maintaining your law. That you know
also, the
everything
lion's
about.
kind of on a pedestal, by the way. He's like above you guys, so you're like, yeah, okay.
Okay.
Not a people.
Well, anyways, I was hoping that, in addition to payment, you know so much. You're obviously quite knowledgeable.
Yes.
What you know about freak shows?
I'm
We're
looking
currently
at
hunting.
one.
We're currently hunting down a bounty from the Dwarven Republic, a figure known as Zed.
Ugh.
You know him?
He spats at the mention of the Dwarven Republic, and he's like, I don't deal with any law or lawbringers of the dwarves.
Do we
Those
look like
isolation-
lawbreakers to you?
Raffaello knows no laws.
I break a lot of laws.
Fafnir is going to say, here is the prisoner. Thank you for your hospitality, and he is going to shove the Rat King to the guards and say, I think our business here is concluded, gentlemen. Shall we depart?
Great. He chucks.
I suppose so.
He tosses you a bag of 50.
I turn in my sword from the smaller rat I killed for that
You
for
can.
that
Do you want
reward.
to go sell it?
We can do, but we'll do that in the market probably.
Well, I didn't know if that would count as like one of the heads that dude was talking about because it was from one of the rats.
Yeah.
So I was like, hey, here's their weapon. I killed him.
Do you want to try to persuade him?
Nah, I'll just tackle in the market. I don't care.
Just go play capitalism.
I don't want to do
No.
it.
Fafnir's going to catch the gold purse and immediately pocket it and walk out the door with the rest.
Yeah. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Yes, we walk out.
Wonderful.
Spread the wealth accordingly.
So
Fafnir's
50
going
50 gold each or 50 gold?
50 gold total.
Just 50 gold.
Okay. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
so if we split that evenly, that's just 10 more
Okay.
gold apiece.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So Fafnir's going to say, oh, yes.
Are you
of
giving
course.
Tall Vinny, or is he's passed out right now? He don't fucking matter.
He did nothing.
He
True.
did not help with
True.
the capture. He does not.
He didn't
get
help with
it.
the capture. He got to level up for free.
Yeah, he didn't help with the capture. He
Still
didn't help
just
us
sitting there
hunt
with
it
a
down. He
concussion.
Fafnir is going to spend about 10 minutes meticulously counting out each coin, and then give little stacks of 10 to you, and then 1, and 2, and 3, and to you, and then go around. And he's
Jesus
No, you're
Christ.
good.
Okay. So, after a long proceeding of your human friend counting out gold, you guys are free to roam the city. You are free to go to Vala. What is your party doing next?
What is our next step here?
As far as the plot, we need to go to Vala to find Zed. Because, again, we need him for this job. There's going to be a massive payout for us.
So Fafnir is going to say, the sun is setting, we might as well return to the tavern and get a bite to eat. And plan what to do in the morning.
I am fucking ravenous.
Fafnir's going to set off towards the new tavern that he
Awesome.
found.
So, that you
Raffaello can help.
I could eat.
Help
Just
with
kidding.
Grafalo, help with what?
Just pulls out a handful of 10 small mushrooms, which are just good berries, but
Yeah.
Do any
What
of you
do
have
they
any
look
of the
like,
sausages
though,
left?
Rafe?
one.
What do they look like? What do these wonderful little good berry mushrooms
They're like-
look like? Because I'm imagining like a black glowy fungus with like a green undertint.
they're not even individual mushrooms. He just has mold in his hands.
I was gonna say it's just mold.
This mold.
Just like picks off a little bit.
So who eats the mold?
I do. I
I
am
mean,
very, very hungry. And
Why
they smell.
not?
What do they smell like?
Mold.
It's not great, but it's not the worst smell you've got from Grafalor.
Does it taste like bad? Does it taste bad?
Probably. Yep. It's mold.
Mold.
Mold isn't like mushrooms.
The
mold.
texture is horrible, but it has a calming effect.
I'm getting it like horrible
It's a
texture, but
toxin.
sweet.
Fafnir is just like halfway down the street. He is not stopped for this in the slightest.
I think when you age it properly, it just has a different taste to it.
So
really,
as you guys are walking along in, apparently becoming mold connoisseurs, you see your friend walk into the Harpy's Claw, and I don't believe you guys have been in here yet because you met.
Which friend is that?
Fafnir.
Fafnir. Harpy's Claw.
The one with the Minotaur, right?
Yep.
I'll follow behind him, I guess.
So as you walk in, it's about evening, so it's busier than usual. You see a good crowd. Mainly humans, satyrs, a few minotaurs, no elves, and like one dwarf, but it's generally human population along with satyrs. You walk in and you see the minotaur bartender, and he just at you, and
Fafnir is gonna go to the bar, and is there a menu up on the board or something? Food?
What do you want?
What you got food-wise?
We got some cow liver.
It was
some lamb soup. Oh, shit.
That doesn't sound very good.
You see him itch his, like, broken horn, and he's like, oh, right. I forgot about the owlbear steak.
I'm gonna do something wild.
Don't you just
the
love
Minotaur.
when your players say, I'm gonna do
The Minotaur.
wild?
He's gonna eat the Minotaur.
I would
it's
Minotaur's on the menu, boys.
It's a tame wild, but it's wild. So, while Fafnir's just talking over the menu, Nox has just been like waiting his turn. He just rolls his eyes. This heavy footsteps walking up, and I'm just gonna take the bag that has all my gold, put it on the table. How much to open the kegs for everyone?
How much gold do you have there?
Huh?
How much gold do you have there?
In the whole bag will be 78 gold, 7 silver, and 5 copper. That's the whole bag. But I'm asking how much it is to open up all the kegs. This is like my
every
opening
single
statement.
one of them.
I want to throw a banger at your establishment.
All right, so I got 4, like the massive kegs, like all my beer.
Yeah.
50 gold per. I got 4 of them back there. That shit ain't cheap, mate.
I want a keg.
Yeah.
And for 50 gold, I would like an all-you-can-eat buffet. I'm buying a lot here. Okay.
The look, if you could see Fafnir's face, the look of horror and disgust and revulsion would be.
Sorry, I missed like 30 seconds of that. I apologize.
So your
I slapped my money on the
man...
table and I said I want to throw a party at your place and also an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Wonderful.
That's what I said.
I'm still just sitting in the darkest corner, just writing in my book.
Just so you know, it's like 5 p.m. It's not even nighttime yet, so...
It's 5 p.m. somewhere.
Nox is ready now.
Nox is ready now.
Okay. So, Zach, what you missed is the barkeep is saying he has 4, like, massive kegs. We're not talking about, like, the little piss kegs. We're talking about, like, the I'm gonna last you a month keg.
Like
yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean, they landed in Tortuga, and there's that one dude who's just...
No.
You know the one.
No.
You know the one.
Savvy.
No, I'm talking about, like, the brew
Like the
barrels.
giant
Like, the
wine
giant
barrels
wine
that are like
barrel.
in people's like cellars and stuff.
Yeah. You know, the one that you stick the tap in and you just, that one.
The fake door on Skyrim.
Thanks for that. Yeah, so it's 50 gold for each one of those. And did you roll your persuasion check?
I did. I got an 8.
He looks and he's like, I can't really do any deals with all you can eat. It would take me about an hour to talk to a few of my friends to get the proper needs. Oh, luckily you got me at the right time.
Meal.
All
I
you
am
can
so
eat- all you
hungry.
can eat, I would say an extra 35 gold.
35.
Raphael can help with this.
But hear me out. I can drop that down to 15 if you buy another keg. And you try.
Grafalo. Thoughts? Do you want... Have you
Raphael has. Raphael is willing to go halves.
That would be a total of 115 gold.
115 gold, so cut in half. We're looking at 107 gold. No, that's fucking wrong.
Not hundreds of
Where's
Jesus.
that math coming
115,
from?
Stop me.
57 and a half gold.
I can math well.
7.5. Yeah, I can do math. Yeah, but I can dump 57.5 gold for a bomb ass banger night. Let's have a party episode.
So do you drop this money?
I'm in. Grafalo, are you in?
Yep.
Done.
Okay,
I'm spending
so
57
Fafnir,
gold
you see,
and 5
you see
silver.
The half-naked, white-bearded goblin with his staff and your freak show buddy just literally pull out 57 gold each and just plop it in front of this minotaur, and he just looks and he just smiles his, however minotaur smiles.
I've seen Narnia.
That smile, got it.
I don't know, leave it to your imagination. I'm not describing how a minotaur smiles.
With his mouth.
Yeah, is there like a place where like I can like climb on top of something and be like, "Drinks on me," something like that?
Yes, there is a rafter.
Where do I go? Help me out.
Okay, so because I'm terrible at measurements, this tavern is not like large, but it's about a 30 by 40.
Okay,
is that
dimensions don't matter. I just want to climb up on top of fucking anything and then start the banger.
There's three candle chandeliers hanging down along with other lights. So there's like a mid rafter and then 2 smaller rafters. So if you want the largest one, you're gonna have to go towards the mid rafter. This is also going to take about an hour to prepare, so you have an hour to either help him prepare to make it go faster or invite everybody out in the town. What do you want to do?
Grafalo, give me another mushroom.
Takes a handful of mold, splats it into Nox's hand.
Okay, I smash down that mushroom, I pull out my flute, and... yes, I play the flute, y'all. Yes, I was an elf.
What the fuck is going on?
And I'm gonna like fucking sit outside the tavern and just I'm gonna play the fuck out of my flute while I wait for someone to tell me it's ready.
Did I eat one of those mushrooms too? What is happening?
Fafnir's going to find a table.
And it is very much below average, but I'm doing it.
Fafnir's going...
What is it?
8.
It's not the best performance, but it's yeah.
He gathers a small
I need
crowd.
to find something because Gruffalo is joining in this with his loot.
Oh, wait, you're both doing it? Then do it with advantage.
Bada bing!
Either with advantage or you both roll.
Oh,
and I'll just equal them out.
Probably for this, it'd be better if they both rolled, so it's like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Sorry,
Ignore my 14. Ignore the 14.
Yours is an 8. What is...
That one.
Is anybody else going to try to help them?
I could stand behind them and marionette a little skeleton performance.
Fafnir is just going to.
You know what? Just because I want to see what happens. No. I'm gonna go with it. So you start playing your lute, and Grape, you have a flute too.
A lute.
A lute. Okay. So you start trying to play it, and Yep. Yeah, I don't know who's playing god awful sound, but that's
that is Grafalo.
Up to the nat one
What we're going
play.
for
you start
is
stringing,
like,
and then two of your strings just rip apart, and okay, goddamn.
You got 3 strings left.
and you just stare at your half-broken lute and look up at Nox in disappointment.
Out of character a second, have any of you ever seen a violin explode? Like a proper horsehair violin when they break. They're fucking
it's incredible.
accurate.
I have seen them. I've seen the string snap. As far as explosion,
whole thing just go. They rip.
That sounds horrifying.
That sounds expensive.
Yeah.
Also that.
That's why you need to get your insurance.
Anywho, okay, so with your mediocre performance.
Oh, and I'm dancing for the record. I'm just so fucking happy. We got the job done. I'm feeling fucking good.
Step on that flute.
So you see some people from the market like head towards you and be like, "Hi, what's all this about?"
We're having a party tonight. Come on, we're gonna get so fucking
party
drunk.
Where?
Right here. Pointing at, what is it called? The something harpy?
The Harpy's Claw.
Harpy's Claw.
Harpy's Claw, yeah.
You convinced Grove to throw a party.
Fuck yeah, I did. Keep smiling.
Alright, well, I guess I'll go tell my friends.
Fafnir is going
tell your friends
to...
tell your friends and tell everyone to bring more money so that we can get more beer.
Right, okay.
I just lean out the door and do
We got a keg, I say right as they're running off, and then I go back to playing.
Great.
Fafnir, like, seeing all this in the making, is just gonna step back from the counter and, like, padlock his money back away again, and is gonna turn to Jin and say, "I'm going to get 40 winks. Wake me when there's food," and he's gonna go upstairs. 40 winks. He's gonna have a nap.
Winks. With an eye.
Winks.
I heard wings,
1, 2, 3.
and I was like, oh, he's buying food? That's a great idea.
No, 40 winks.
God forget chicken wings!
And he's gonna just go upstairs and just, like, get some sleep and try not to listen to the
as you're pretty not great but okay, kind of good fluting is going on as Goblin Boy tries to fix his lute. You see the barkeep look over at you, Zaza, and he's like, "Hi, so I'm not gonna have time to do this, so if you go tell your lad there, playing whatever the hell that is, if he could go get this list for me from the market before they close, it would make the food go way more quickly than whatever I have to do, because I have to go get the kegs ready, I have to start all the meal prep and go get the food. It's just going to be a hassle. So could you do a grocery run for me?"
I'll snatch the list and walk to the door.
Thanks, creepy man.
I'll stick my head out the door. Hey, Nox.
I'm in the middle of playing what sounds like the mix between like an Irish jig and a pirate thing, but it's on a flute. And also I'm like stomping for rhythm. And I just
Which
stomp.
is slightly off, by the way. But
Yeah, just like a little bit. Because like my feet are a little bit bigger than they were when I played this a while back.
Is that a mandolin in the background, by the way?
I'm
Yes.
sorry to stop your sea shanty, but
I'm fucking panting like, yeah.
This is the oddest I've seen Knox ever.
The cow gave us a list.
Oh. Oh. You want to go shopping, Gruffalo? Maybe we'll get you a new loot.
Gruffalo thinks this is a good idea.
Okay, just for the record.
And I hand the list to Knox.
What's on the list? And am I buying these things?
Yes, he needs. Yes. Well,
I'm
also
buying things for the inn.
Connected to the letter, he has a heavy sack of gold that should cover all expenses. So he has, and he did count it. Just anyways. You need 20 heads of fish, like fish. You need 20 fish.
I'll make notes.
For expediency, you can just anyways, you don't have to write it all down. You just go to market, and you go to the different vendors.
Heads.
Yeah. So and then some. There's a lot. There's onions. You need some garlic. There's different spices on the list. He needs half a lamb, and then he asks for also 1/4 a cow. He's gonna get you a hell of a lot of food. It ranges all the way about to about 200 gold in food, mainly the meats. And then the odd thing he asks for is some Shadowfell salt, which can be found at
Shadowfell salt.
Yes, which can be found in an alchemy shop, which is not in the market. It's near the market. There was one that you passed called the...
I went there, remember, for the rope trick?
Yes, you did. The Hag's Bag.
I could spend my time, like, gathering up all the things while you guys who know a fuck about magic go and get that. Thoughts?
Go. I've already been there.
He's on the list. It says it will cost you about 75 gold.
Yeah, well, I'll give him that part of the money then.
All right, so he gives you the money. Are you going, creepy boy? I really should be more specific. Greyfalor and Zaza, are you gonna go to the alchemy shop?
Yeah, I'll go.
All right, so you enter and you it's the Hag's Bag. It is full of different drying plants, some plants and pottery. You see little like magical globes just floating through the shop, giving off light.
Oh, it's mini Hogwarts. Got it.
Sure, mini Hogwarts. And you see this old woman lady as she turns around, like one eye bigger than the other, and she's like,
Well, hello there.
I'm back.
I see that. Welcome back. I do love a return customer. What can I do for you?
Salt.
What kind of salt?
Shadowfell.
Ooh, fascinating. What do you need such a rare specimen for? Well, not specimen, element for.
The cow needs it to make us food.
You see her just pause and trying to think of how and what.
Well, that's unique.
You see her go up a ladder slowly, rummage through like this chest that seems to be secured and almost hidden, and she picks up this very small pouch about maybe like 1/4 ounce. It's small. What's up?
I was just gonna ask how many
I'm paying
grams. That would be
$75 for a.
imagine. I was just gonna ask how many grams, but then you said how much of an ounce and everything.
Yeah, it's
How much? You said 1/4 of an ounce?
Yeah.
It's a little baggy.
So what would that be like? Around 8 grams?
Yeah, it's a little baggy of dense powder. And she's
$75 for 8 grams. All right.
It's expensive stuff.
Yeah.
It's from the Shadowfell. Yeah. What do you want?
It's not like they could just go send some orphans to go peach picking.
And she slowly goes down and she's like, "All right, here it is."
I'm just gonna put my head in and look at the small bag.
Hand. And yeah, so you hand her the 75 gold. She hands you the salt, and
Well, thank you, and come back again, friends. As she waves with her long fingernails, and
if you don't die first, and I just walk out the.
Grafalo quite enjoys the smell of your shop.
Yes, little green one. Well, come back whenever you need something. Also, I would suggest covering up, because there's not as many enlightened people in this city as I am.
Grafalo's clothes do not last.
I just look at Grafalo. Are you ready to leave?
Grafalo has dampened this place.
Oh no!
Okay.
Damn it! I don't even want to know what
you heard
means.
the man.
I heard him.
Pissed on the floor while he was.
He's just seeping mold.
Zach, pissing is the like high tier of what could be done. I'm thinking way below that.
Best case scenario here.
Pissing is best case scenario.
Grafalor doesn't piss, he oozes and seeps.
Oh, it's charming.
So during this time, I would Jin was watching their performance.
That's what you want to call it.
It was a performance, technically.
And then, I'm just going to take a stroll around the neighborhood, and
Okay.
I'm watching the city. I'm curious of this
So what you've come through,
I see.
You've seen the market district and the ports. To the southeast is the slums of the city. Basically,
is the slums tent city?
No, the
or
tent.
is that
Okay,
separate?
so the tent city is the outside slums, separated by the collapsed wall. Then goes to the inland slums.
Right.
So they're connected but separated by the collapsed wall. And then you know by this point, you've been here like a day or two, that the aristocratic part of the city is the whole eastern side. For the majority, I think I meant west. Sorry, west side,
okay.
Not east. West side is the Golden Estates, which are where all the nobility and wealthy people live, and then the northeast part of the city is like the administration district, and where like the not citadel, but like the main fortress is for like the ruling. The rulers and like the Senate and all those people, and smack dab in the center of the city, connecting everything, is where you guys saw that giant cathedral of sorts, the giant domed place of the gods, where you saw all the major allotted gods. But yeah, you were towards the front end. You were in the market district / port district.
Okay. Yeah, basically my character did nothing. We don't have to like role play any of it, but just
would have walked around,
Okay.
and any old ladies in need type stuff, I'd be helping them, walking them to their residence. I would be, children scrape their knee, I would be bandaging the children.
Jesus
Very
Christ, you
like
disgust me.
truly good person, just walking around the town, and that's what I do.
Sorry, I need something to snack on in case she crackers sound delicious right now.
What's up?
Of course.
Okay, so Goody Two-Shoe McGee decided to go around and do his holy work. You guys get back from market.
Thank you.
And you see that the bartender Grove, and if you want to write that down, it is Grove.
It's pronounced Grove.
Grove or Grove. He'll take both. Has set up some more candles and decorated it up. He's cleaned the place more. He's been scurrying around with the two other bartenders he called in, which is a young human female, and the other one is a satyr male. And they're cleaning it up, putting decorations up, and despite your award-winning performance, he has decided to call in a few bards to provide music.
Yes. Even better.
And yes. He's like, all right, friends. We about have 25 minutes until this party officially boots. And Frodo, I heard one of you loose lips told half the town that we're having a party. So, I'll ask one more time. Are you sure you don't want to buy another keg? Because I'm going to use the other two at house prices, if you will.
Let the first keg run out, and then just ask the house.
Great, so the first keg's on you, and then I'll get the... I like you. You're a good businessman. Alright, so do you help with the decorations at all? Are you going to do any setup? Are you going to do anything special? Do you want anything else before this party starts? That's all I'm asking.
I'm going to go back to my room.
Okay.
And this is gonna sound weird, but I'm gonna like take one of the blankets from my bed and I'm gonna wrap the door in it and close the door and leave Marge in like her own space. He's just gonna like essentially lock Marge in the room and let her not be in a place where she can get confused.
Gotcha. Okay, so you make a makeshift snake cage.
Yeah, I mean, like, she might slither around the room as a whole, but in general, snake staying in the bedroom.
Okay. So you spend, like, 5-10 minutes setting that up. And you, hear in this time, a murmuring start getting louder and louder as your party members have already been engrossed in a large amount of people. It went from about 10 to 15 to about 50 within 20 minutes.
When I leave my room, my cloak is gone. I am out in the grand. I am wearing what are essentially capris, no shoes, no shirt, just I'm out.
So describe yourself.
Tentacles and all.
Describe yourself one more time. Describe yourself one more time for the group.
Me?
Yeah, so since you you don't really walk around in full bareness usually.
Yeah, and I'll mention that the almost spiral-like and ripped up skin from where the tentacles ripped out it's already beginning to heal, and it's already like a really subtle pink. But yeah, I have a short description here. I have short-cut black hair, falls around my pointed ears. My skin is pale. I have inky black veins. There are green scales that stretch from my back towards my shoulders, chest, fingertips, and thighs. There are leathery pink scars all over my torso and limbs that tell a story of dissection and amputations that have long since healed. The jellyfish-like tentacles, they sway and almost float beside my arms, connected at the shoulders. There's the second spine from the base of my skull to the middle of my back, jutting out into a tail. And these almost look like if you take like a piece of paper and you rolled it up on itself. That's what it looks like. And that's where the gliding wings are that I have pretty much never used, but it just looks like a little bit of a weird tail.
So, as this monstrosity walks it down, Nox, you definitely do get looks. But meh. This is a more enlightened city.
You just bought their drinks, they don't care.
Yeah. People
I
are
am
already
out.
going heavy. It's about 6 o'clock at this point. You do notice that in the crowd of people, there is a opening. And you see Bombat, what seems to be working on what looks like a bowl made out of like gears and mechanics on like this base. And you see him messing around with like this thing in his hand, and the bowl starts moving like up and down and side to side and everything. And he's like, yep. All right. And he's like, it should work. And anybody want to try it? And
what is this?
It's a mechanical bowl.
A mechanical bowl?
Yes, a mechanical bowl. You're
As in like we're riding on it.
Yeah.
And it's like how long
Like
will
the
it
ones
last?
they have in bars that you just try to stay on.
Yes,
Fuck,
yes.
yeah.
Bombat just made a mechanical bowl.
Nox
Yes.
is about to go crazy.
I'm gonna get drunk first.
And you see this way too confident, like, male walk up. He's like, hey, I got this. John, hold my beer.
Oh,
Takes
no.
the beer, and he's like, all right, little goblin man. Show me what you got. And you just see Bombat grinly smile. And he's like, all right, you want it maxed over? He's like, fuck yeah, I do. He's like, okay. And you see him
Himbo
like,
Chad energy.
you see this little like knot go off from like 1 to 5. Well, you can't see that, but like he flips this switch over, and then he presses this button, and you just see it start kind of slow, and then you see it whip around, and he's gonna make a dex save. That's cocked.
Wait, who's making the deck save?
The
The
guy.
random guy?
Random guy, yeah.
And he passes the first time around, and he's like, whoosh, shit. And you see him like holding on to it, and he's trying to balance himself, and then Bombat makes it rear back, trying to like buck him off. And he's gonna have to go again. And as it rears back, you see him just fly off and lose his bounce. He's like, oh shit, and he hits the ground hard. Doesn't take any damage, but yeah, you hear him go, and he's like, oh shit. And stumbles and gets back up, and he's like, well, Bob, that was something. And you see Bombat go, great, it works. 1 gold piece for the ride, 1 gold piece.
You were cutting out there for me.
You
I
cut
missed
out
it.
the
Oh,
whole
sorry.
time.
You see him look around, and he's like, great, it works. And he's like, 1 gold piece, 1 gold piece for a ride. And everyone's like, oh, and then you see a
Do they
line
win
start
anything
forming.
if they stay on?
Maybe.
At this
And-
point, I would have went to get Fafnir.
Fafnir? Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you
Yeah,
again,
Go talk
Fafnir?
to
Sorry.
Bombat.
You want to go talk to Bombat? All right. So you go. All right. Well, I'll split it up. You go and talk to Fafnir.
Yep. Things are beginning.
All right. Fafnir's in
What
his
do you
room.
mean things are beginning?
Oh,
So
you can
Fafnir's
hear a
in-
very loud crowd, Fafnir. You can
I don't know.
literally.
How are you sleeping? This
You
is
can hear loud
incredible.
music.
Is that
A lot of talking. You hear glasses, crashing together. People
And the dulcet
laughing.
tones of Nox yelling.
And you hear it's like.
Fafnir's just going to get to the top of the stairs and just look down and think. You know, just that deep
He has to prepare himself before he goes out. He's like, whew.
Fafnir, you are not sleeping for at least the next 5 or 6 hours. The Minotaur is completely busy right now. He's just handing out drinks. The food is still getting prepared. But yeah, everyone is getting sloshed right now, basically. It is the beginning of the party. People are drinking. They are just pouring it out. All right, so you're going to go talk to... What's up?
So I'm going to turn back to Jin before anything else happens and say, let me know when they bring the food out. And he's going to go back upstairs, slam the door of the room, and get what passes for a pillow in this place and wrap it around his head. Desperately.
Come down yourself. I'm not your messenger pigeon.
Fine.
I'm going back down.
Monster just fell over.
Sorry, one of my...
RDM is dead.
You alive?
His goldfish fell.
It did. It committed suicide. I'm sorry. I needed to save the fish.
Gotta save the bees.
So, Zaza, you go and talk to Bombat? Okay.
Zaza, how may I help you?
I could help you with your scheme.
What scheme? As he truthfully smiles.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Your bull money scheme.
Yes. I did this back in the Republic of Mithrin.
I could help you.
I was a younger lad back then, though.
I could help you win more money if you cut me in.
How much do you want?
%20.
Okay. So, what's your plan?
I know minor illusion. When they're on the boat, I could pop something scary up in front of them, and then you could throw them off.
But here's the thing, everybody's gonna see it.
I could make it small. A spider on their hand. Just enough for them to let go.
To clarify, it is a static image.
Yeah.
Yep, just clarifying.
But they're still holding on, and I look down, there's a spider on their hand.
Only takes a moment.
This has 5 levels. So, if they honestly get to the 5th level, they deserve their coin back. That's what they get back. They get their coin back. Woo!
I won't do it after level 4.
How about this? If they get to level 5, then you can do it. Even though I don't know how I feel about cheating them out of their gold. I am a man of standards.
I'm just bored.
Go make light talk with the women or the men, I don't care. Or talk to the bards, or, well, what does a creepy-ass motherfucker like you do anyways?
Write in my book.
Why does that not surprise me?
So while he's writing in a book, I just want to spend like all this time just making random small talk with strangers, like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, pretty rainy outside, right? Yeah, my feet are covered in mud. You know, like just shit like that.
Most of them are jolted by your appearance. They're not sure like what to do with you.
I'm just being a chill dude. I am spooky, but I'm trying to be a chill dude. And like, once they don't want to talk, I just move on to the next person. There's a bazillion people here.
There is a.
I have another question for Bombat whenever.
There is a gambler's corner.
Gambler's corner.
Mm-hmm.
I'll at least go watch.
Okay.
He's gonna window shop for now.
Window shop with gambling? Is that a thing?
Yeah. He's just watching someone do the slots.
It's a part of the condition, yes.
He's living vicariously.
Okay.
I want to ask Bombat if he's seen any golden skulls around.
Sure. You can ask Bombat that.
Have you...
And his face goes from amusement to like what he's doing to just questioning concern. Like are we talking about like ornamental skulls, like made out of gold, or like earrings, or a ring, or a
gold dipped in gold?
Like a real skull, just so I'm following. Dipped.
Yes. A decorated skull.
Pardon my draconic, but why the fuck do you need that?
It would help.
Right. The short and the long answer is no, I haven't. But
okay.
You could try the alchemy shop.
Third trip.
Return customer, woo!
Shut up, Bombat. I just walked back to my dark corner.
Back to brood.
Yes, I'm just...
As you squint through your goggles and your mask where nobody can see you. Okay. Facial expressions? Zaza's never heard of them.
I just tilt my head some.
So, as you're doing this, you see the Minotaur with two massive, like, tables on each of his biceps. Get out of the way! He just plops one down, another one down, and then you see the two other following behind with a third one. All right.
Can I hear this upstairs?
You do a perception check for me.
Okay, 1 second.
Everyone?
Mr. Sleepy Boy.
Nah, he's...
Everyone or just Fafnir?
Nat 20 plus 4!
Hey!
Oh, I can hear everything and I hate it!
That pillow wrapped around your head is not doing anything.
It's like one of those thin pillows that's already had like most of the padding like compacted in to where it's like all well formed. So there's no real fluff to it anymore. It's just like it's fluffy. It's like fluffy in the sense of it's like a nice fluffy solid pillow that's not giving you much of any
support.
Anything. So you hear the tables land on the ground when the Minotaur puts them down, and then you hear a ding 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 as the like music and stuff goes hushed for a minute, and he's like, all right folks, so this is how we're gonna do this. We're gonna wrap a line around, you're gonna get your food in your plate, pile it on, be courteous of others, and go to your table. All right? I was like, okay.
Fafnir is going to go down and join the queue.
And you see the three of the Minotaur, the Satyr, and the female human all go to like the main dish sections that are going to like put your meat, like that part of the meal on your plate. And where are you guys in line? There's 50 people wrapped around this, so do you all just go as a group, or?
I would like to think that I was standing there when he put the table down.
Okay.
I'm still just in my corner.
Yeah, you're in your corner.
So, I already have a platter of food filled as high as I can, and my tentacles are just grabbing onto it and straight into my mouth while I just do that. And I also have my other hand for drinking, so like I'm just living my best life.
Most people are terrified by this prospect, and you see them kind of just scoot a little bit away from you because though you've been friendly all night, whatever walking freak show, they're like, okay.
I'm gonna go back to the gambling table.
They're not used to seeing Nemesis eating in their bar.
Yeah.
Stars.
Sorry, I'm thinking. Some of you that are paying attention noticed that Zaza did not go to the table. Nox, you especially noticed after your conversation with him that he has been in the corner all night, just doing nothing but writing down an obscene, somehow odd amount of notes. I don't know what the fuck he's drawing, writing down, but man, this guy is bookkeeping.
Just doodling like stick figure skeletons in the notes.
I was gonna say it's dicks.
Dear God. Anyways, Fafnir, Gray. Oh, hey, Greyfalor. Since I forget that this is a mechanic half the time, you want to do a Constitution saving throw for me?
Yeah. Dear fucking God, that's another nat one.
Fascinating. Where are you located in the middle of this party full of human-fleshed people?
Generally, I've been sticking by Nox just because Grafalor saw another person wearing as few clothes as he is and thought, seems like a good time.
If he's half naked, I guess. What did you just say?
You heard.
Nope.
I'm gonna think about that.
Also,
We're gonna move swiftly on.
I just want to make sure we have only been in this city for like a couple days. 2 days. Okay, absolutely fine. Don't have to worry about the other thing just yet.
Yes, but your hunger hits you like a truck, and you need to feed. What you gonna do, Grave?
Yeah. Grafalor loses his shit. Like,
how close is the food being?
Like
ready?
It's on the table.
Some combination of the hunger, the drinking, and just his general vibe.
You said you're near Nox, by the way?
Yeah.
I'm imagining him like right next to your calf.
Yeah. And so
you just look down, just.
You only missed a little bit, Zach.
Oh, good. Sorry. My bad.
So the food is ready. People have got food, and Greyfalor just nat 1 on a Constitution saving throw to dealing with his hunger. So we're doing that.
Okay.
I am out in the full mutant. One hand is holding a platter full of a lot of food. My other hand has a giant mug, and my 5 jellyfish tendrils on each shoulder are just grabbing food and just slapping it in my mouth. And I am living my best life right now.
Basically, he turned into Nemesis inside the bar, and he's just tentacles eating.
Out of curiosity, how tasty would Nox smell to Grafalor?
You're really no, you're beyond hungry right now. That hunger just hit you like a truck. So you just
The answer is fucking exotic. Because he's an elf spliced with lizard and jellyfish and gods know what else.
He's the rarest.
In which case, since that's the nearest thing to him, I guess, Grafalor fucking goes for a fanged bite.
Like right on my calf or something.
Dead nat 1 failed.
Yeah.
Grafalor has no
flame.
control.
I just want to know.
Yeah, just like if there's a tentacle near him, he's going for the tentacle. If not, he's just biting your leg.
Yeah, let's go for the leg, I guess. So,
you're so lucky. The group just
you need to hit a 17. You might not be able to get through the leg.
No.
What you an 8? Yeah. So as your fangs get onto my flesh, you happen to get some of the scales, and like you kind of push down the flesh a little bit, but like this ain't the spot. This ain't the spot.
You see him like now holding onto your leg.
Yeah. Hey, calm down. I'm just gonna go back to spectating.
So what do you do? Oh my god.
Um,
Do you try to bite again, or do you run out into the streets, or what do you do?
Give me 1 second. So I need to check something before cause
I don't know how much this would help, but I might have another idea.
Where are the stat blocks? Ah.
Are you looking at wild shapes?
Yep.
Are you about to try to eat yourself?
No. Who would do that?
Gryffindor.
At some point, yeah, probably. But
he's not wrong, Nick.
I could see him just be like.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't change it at all. Yeah, Graffel's going for another bite.
Okay.
That still doesn't.
In what manner?
Right, he's gone.
So, like, you went for my thigh. Sorry, my calf first.
Yeah, calf. Realized that didn't work, so he's kind of crawled up you a bit and is now going to your side.
Bites you on the ass.
I mean, like the side would be a really easy, chunky spot to go for.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fucking hit bone.
Did you roll the attack? It was.
Oh yeah, 13. So another 9.
Yeah, again, it's squishing. You're really squishing it. And Nox is just gonna look down and be like, "Stop! That tickles."
All right. In which case, Graffelor realizes that this doesn't work. Finds the nearest person that isn't Nox and has gone for them.
You can't go outside. You can run outside.
Notice this real quick.
Graffelor is hungry as fuck. He ain't thinking about that. He's thinking, eat, consume.
We tried to restrain him.
I rolled for the group of people around him, and they got a 2 on perception.
Yes.
Oh no.
They are dummy sloshed.
Oh no, poor them. They're Graffelor. They're the bags of arms that we found him in.
Get off.
So Graffelor,
you just punch him into a crowd of people and he just starts eating them.
I mean, my hands are full.
You got.
Oh yeah, no. Graffelor just jumps off you onto someone else.
You notice,
I'm gonna keep watching him now.
One of the open windows, there's a tavern cat just chilling, perched up on one of the open windows that would lead outside, or if it jumps in, either way. But it's just chilling there. It's orange. It has black stripes, and it's just looking at the crowd, just flicking its tail back and forth.
My tentacles are foodless, for the record, but my hands are still full. And I'm still consuming while I watch Graffelor.
Alright, so... having realized that he couldn't just...
check, by the way?
Like...
The whole party?
Yeah. Wait, who's drunk right now?
Not me, I've just been in the corner.
Drinking.
So if you're
Nox
drunk,
sure has been.
Yeah, do a perception check with disadvantage.
I got a 10.
You want me to?
Yeah. Well, no, you can see him broad as daylight. He was just trying to gnaw at your hip. Oh, sorry, Grafe, you don't have to do it.
I got an 8.
For them to, you don't notice Graffelor walking off.
I got a 10.
Where are you?
You see a shadow leaving.
Well, I've just kind of joined the queue to get food.
Yeah, so you're in the line right now. You don't notice anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So great. Zach, what was yours?
14.
Okay. You noticed that Nox kind of is batting away Graffelor as he was like crawling up on his side.
With my elbow, like, hey.
He's like nudging someone away from his, like a dog away from his food. He's like, I'm eating
it's like, stop begging.
So like, what happens is after Graffelor realizes he can't get into Nox, he sees this cat and then like jumps from Nox onto another person to the wall and then climbs up the wall to try and get the cat.
Cat jumps outside.
Pela is in hot pursuit.
I'm gonna do an athletics check.
He lost the rock goblin.
But because I need to. That's great. Yeah. So wait. Fucking athletics.
Or you can cast a spell to try to catch it if you so choose.
No, actually, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. If I find table for the thing quickly, conjure animals, then I can take a look down here. Another one. Okay. Ape. Ape. Grafalo is basically gonna wild shape into something that he knows is more athletic than him.
Another cat.
Oh god.
You could. Is it athletics? No, that's strength based.
Or you could turn into
into an ape.
An ape? Where the fuck have you seen an ape?
I have conjure animals now.
That's not how this works.
I can conjure some fairies to be apes, then I've seen the apes, and then I can transform into one.
You're full of shit. I'm telling you, no.
So he's seen Nox, the half lizard elf jellyfish, but he hasn't seen a monkey.
I mean, yeah.
It's a weird world. It's a
Hey,
weird
I'm
world.
just living in it. I was.
Wraith, you went from the mists. You got flung through a portal into a barn on a countryside. And then you joined this party. You've been in urbanization for most of it. You've never been into a jungle. Don't at me.
He's never been to a zoo.
Wait, has he seen bats?
No flying speed. I don't get flying speed to level 8.
Could he turn into one of the giant were-rats that he saw?
Oh god,
He could turn into a rat.
That's not a beast.
No.
He already has turned into a rat this evening.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I was wondering about like the were-rat, like the Rat King type that he saw.
Well, when you can't pursue the prey, become the prey, and therein you are the hunter.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have thorn?
Just turns into a cat then. He saw the cat, he turns into a cat. Just this mangy ass. Eye missing.
Hairless green cat. Okay. So you turn into this hairless green cat and you're running after this cat. Okay. Roll another athletics check on me for me because it as you turn into it, it ran ahead of you. It's still within sight.
It was 12 with +0.
You start gaining on it significantly, and it's about 10 feet ahead of you. Roll just one more time.
And 9.
Alright, so it darts into the alley, and as you see it, it's cornered. So you're at a dead-end alley, you're at the end of it, and it's all hunched over, hissing, and do a perception check for me.
I mean...
He could do perception.
Passive perception, 18. That's
great.
25.
So in the corner, you notice that this is a mama cat, and there's a litter of kittens off in the right-hand corner.
Grafalor is mad with the hunger.
I don't think just talking
he is going to attempt to devour all of them.
Okay.
Like, starting with Mama Cat.
So you, do you...
What is the nature of your hunger? What happens? Okay, let's stop talking in generalities. All right, I want a cinematic, and I want it to be fucking horrifying.
Describe to me how you do this.
So, while still in mangy-ass cat form, he just, like, dashes up to the mother cat, bites into one of its legs, and just starts clawing at the rest of it. This thing is still alive for a little while.
Do attack roll.
What would that even be if
Nick.
Yeah. Claws plus 0 to hit. Hit 1 slashing damage. Roll me a d20. That's a 6.
What's your cat's armor class? I don't even know.
12.
Holy shit. Alright, so you miss. It's gonna try to attack you now.
Greyflor gets killed by a bar cat.
What's its armor class again? Sorry.
Odds I hope not.
12.
It goes for 14.
We will avenge.
That's 1 damage.
Okay, so do you turn back into a human?
Yeah.
Goblin. Alright, so you try to claw. It dodges you and just does a little bat thing really quick with its claws. And hits you on the cheek. And you turn back into your horn, and then it gets all like surprised and freezes. What do you do?
Gravelor grabs the cat and just, like, whatever position it's in, grabs it and just fucking chomps down.
Okay, so you kill the cat as you gnaw straight into it. And the more important fun question here. Does that satisfy your hunger?
Gravelor has not eaten, like,
in 2 days.
His needs in a while. So that
do you turn the kittens into nom-noms?
How bite-sized are they?
Oh, they're like small. They're like, you know, they have their eyes open, but they're not like...
So they see the moment the goblin bites their heads off.
I am allowed to be annoyed by this.
Just, okay, pause. Nox and, Jin.
Okay.
You see Greyflor exit out the window. You literally see him pounce on like some drunk bloke's head and then pounce out the window after a cat.
And I shrug. He's not gnawing on me anymore, and I go back to watching.
Don't give a shit. Okay.
I mean, with this, I would probably turn to Nox. I think this group needs a meeting. An honest conversation.
Why?
Right.
I told you to roll 6s! Fucking idiot.
No concern about any of this. None at all.
I just walk up. I've been taking notes.
Have you?
Oh, what on?
Yeah, if only it was actually taking notes.
Maybe.
You don't think
he is what he is, what you are? Just stop.
Midget.
I'm
not mushroom midget. I hate it.
I'm aware. I understand what you mean.
So
I just think
as you're talking, you see your goblin
I'm just
friend
looking back and forth between both of them talking.
Having just a thick layer of blood just all surrounding
fur.
It. A bit of fur here, and you see him slurping a tail, like a little mini tail, like a spaghetti string, and just like licks his lips and his sharp teeth and goes.
He just Lady and tramped a kitten tail.
Eloy's satisfied.
I'm gonna bet that I didn't hear you over the bards and all the people yelling. Just like in general, and I'm just gonna like lean over to Jin and be like, "Hey, looks fine."
Again, a conversation later.
In the morning. Now roll fucking 6s, Jim. Fuck it. I'm this guy. He's gonna lose all his money.
Jim rolls.
I'm just gonna lean over to Jin. I don't think he's gonna be up in the morning.
We'll see when this conversation happens.
As you guys are talking, you see the Minotaur. Hey, Nox, you get yourself some more food, right?
Oh, I'm about to.
As he like side tosses you another mug, and you grab it with one of your tentacles.
It's
just
a lot
slides it
of it
down the
spills.
bar.
A lot of it spills. They're really clumsy grabbing things, but yeah, I grab it.
Cool.
And now I'm just kind of like double fisting it with one arm, one shoulder.
Awesome. So your friend now has 2 mugs of ale. Hey,
one of them is spilling on people's shoes
hey,
a lot.
Cheap bitch, what are you doing?
So Fafnir has got his food, and he's like going to look around, and he's gonna just decide, I'm going to go eat this upstairs. And he's just going to retreat and disappear for the rest of the evening.
Before
must be really fun at parties.
Before he disappears, like I'd like to think that I see him ascending the stairs, just like not touching anyone, just like being his regular fucking Fafnir self.
I think he looks tired. Like he's like, really?
And upon seeing this, I'm just going to assume that Jin had just talked to me and be like, "Be right back." And I'm just gonna like mosey my way through the crowd and be like, "Fafnir, wait! Where you going?"
I'm gonna stop on the stairs and I'm gonna say, I'm gonna get some peace. You have fun, Nox. And then carry on up the stairs.
And my right tentacles drop the cup and they just wrap around your shoulder and be like, "Come on, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Here, I have snacks." And it's just a plate full of chicken tenders.
I'm alright, Nox. I've got some, thanks.
Are you sure? Come on, when do we really get to hang out? It's always work.
The Minotaur just does a sidebar comment. He's like, "You're the one that paid for it."
Yeah, you didn't have to buy any of this.
Fine.
Come on, we'll laugh at the gamblers. It'll be great.
Right.
Do you clean yourself up, Grafe, or no?
Oh no.
Cool.
Grafela is like just on the walls. He is just on the walls.
Truly on the wall? Like you doing your wall walk thing? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm gonna go over to Greyfalor, who's just chilling on the side of the wall. Greyfalor, correct? That is your name.
The crowd nat ones at noticing you on the side of the wall. God damn, you're a lucky fucker.
Apparently, Grafela is one stealthy motherfucker.
I mean, it's kind of spooky how stealthy he is sometimes. It's true.
No one has
You're
seen
not even
any
stealthy.
of this
It's
shit.
just their perception.
Yeah.
He's lucky.
Greyfalor.
It's probably the spores making
If they were
everyone
drunk
dumber.
as fuck right now, it would just be using passive perception, which we all know they would have seen you by now, but they're drunk. So anyways.
Will you show me, since we've only known each other for a small time, could you show me something fun? What
Well, yes.
do you do? Because I've not seen him do much of anything besides trying to eat a lot of stuff.
You saw him turn into a rat.
I know he is, yes. I know he is a magically gifted creature. But besides now walking on a wall, I have seen nothing.
What Grafela is going to do is he's going to like go along the shorter part of the building, run up, do a loop-the-loop, through, and then use his gaseous form to just fucking poof.
Like disappear?
It just becomes gas.
You become gas.
That's my understanding.
That's a thing you can
of
do.
it.
I really need to read over your guys' stats and shit.
Yeah, well, yes.
You transform a
I
wooden
do. I
creature.
just don't, I haven't read Graves in like detail. I'm just
Oh
not
my
familiar
god!
with
Along
this
with
sport.
everything it's wearing and carrying into a misty cloud.
So you just get a free vampiric mist for funsies that's spores?
I don't think he can. I don't think
it's
he
a
can
spell.
move.
Oh no! I took gaseous form as a spell.
Oh,
Oh, got it. Okay.
Is that a first level, second level cantrip?
That's
Oh no, gaseous form is a 3rd level spell.
Yeah.
So you just spent a 3rd level spell to show off. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Whatever.
Yep.
It's friggin' nighttime.
Good for fun.
We're not.
So,
At this point, when you go, poof, you see people finally notice you, and they're like, "Oh shit! That magician little guy just did," and they go back to their drinking.
Of course. That's wonderful, Grafalo. Thank you.
Grafalo is happy to entertain.
Is that still a gas speaking to me, by the way?
Just
how
for
long does it
cinematics,
last?
yes,
No.
you're being talked to by a gas cloud.
It's just like transforming into words.
It's just
a floating gas.
I'm reading the sentence. Got it.
S.
just like cloud writing.
Okay, so as Fafnir and Nox witness this happen, as you guys are walking back.
Wouldn't I be there too? I was in the corner.
Yeah, you all just saw your friend turn into a giant gas cloud.
I sure do, and I'm still leading us over to the gambling corner. Do you resist the tentacles?
Well, I mean, Fafnir has
define resist.
Has decided it's easier to be led.
I'm imagining like I'm on my heels just being pushed forward by a tentacle, and I'm like, what is going on?
Come on, we're gonna look at the gamblers. It's gonna be great.
You're not making me slimy, are you?
No, there's no slime.
Okay.
Hey Nox, at this point, since you've been heavily drinking, you want to do a Constitution saving throw for me?
Yeah.
To see if you
Gets
pass
a
the
1.
Vomits on the floor, keeps drinking.
As long as it's not on me.
24.
The barbarian passing a con
Dude can
save,
hold
I'm
his.
shocked.
Dude can hold his stuff.
My class is built for this.
Why are you playing Bard drinking games? Or Barbarian? Why are you playing Barbarian drinking games?
Barbarian is the ultimate tavern crasher.
Okay, so as you guys down food, did you want to do anything else with your gin with your Grey Falor?
No, I just.
So you saw him crawl up the wall.
Conversation will need to be had.
You saw him crawl up the wall and turn into a gas cloud that slowly descends down, and then he reforms at the bottom.
The other thing that Grafalor does at some point is goes to the gambling table and just starts using guidance. Just on 2 or 3 different people, just brushes past him, uses guidance.
Can you imagine feeling like a tiny clawed hand just caress your calf, and then you're like, I can do this.
But it's just all 3 people, just Mexican standoff, just all of them hyper focused.
You guys slightly hear a woman being like, "Have you seen Tibby? I haven't seen Tibby. He was up on the window. I don't know where Tibby went."
Grafalor is going to turn to her, say,
"My cat, Tibby's missing.
You're looking for a cat?
Yes. Have you seen my cat?" As she kind of sways back and forth.
Grafalor wipes a little bit of fur off of his face.
Grafalor saw this cat run out of the window.
Oh. Okay. And she leaves the bar.
That a deception check.
Oh yeah,
I saw the cat run.
That was true.
That's what happened.
The cat run out the window.
That's what happened.
Actually, nah, yeah, I don't give a shit. Anyways,
It's just what happened.
yeah.
But there is one thing that Nox would like to do over the course of the night, or rather, that just I expect will maybe possibly happen. If there's a nice elven lass, they're gonna,
I don't even want to know what your dick
Let me
looks like.
smash.
Don't think about it. If he sees a nice elven lass, he's gonna be flirting the fuck up with that.
Looks just at the drunk point where he walks up to her and goes, "Let me smash."
He fucking smashes the pole, the whole building comes down.
Let me smash.
Can show you a good time. Brings out his tentacles.
Actually, Nick. Oh God. No, Rafe, stop. I just
Rule
realized
34.
what he said.
Rule 34.
Nomad, I think
It's anywhere.
I do not need fucking Japanese tentacle porn in my
Too
good
many
Christian
tentacles.
Minecraft server. Sorry. Anyways.
I'm just
They're
character building.
everywhere.
What's up?
I think Fafnir is going to take the earliest opportunity when Nox is distracted to make a hasty retreat, get up to his room and lock the door behind him, and return to hoping the pillow is going to get as he left it.
What would you say, Zaza? You were gonna say something. I don't know. Anywho, Nick, you notice that actually one of the bards, she is playing the drums, is a pretty attractive, above average elf.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up and just start talking, being like, "Wow, you're really hitting that drum really well, aren't you?" Just like this regular stupid drunk talk that you do at parties to like strike up conversation. Like, "Hey, nice drum." Yeah.
She looks up at you, intrigued by your form. She looks at you and she's like, "Yes, I am quite good at keeping rhythm," as she keeps pounding on the drums.
Say, how would you like to have a drink?
Well, us musicians are about to switch out with the other group in about 15 minutes. Are you paying?
I paid, past tense, and I motion to the crowd.
You good, D? You don't want to see this RP'd out? Oh, well.
We cut to black at a certain point. There's a decorum here.
Where do we cut to black, though?
Technically, that's your ball game.
Oh, it is.
Technically.
It's also a ball game of how uncomfortable can I make everyone?
TOS.
Hey, it's all words. There's no visuals.
I can see it in my head. I don't know about everyone else.
Anyways, I just want to like have a drink, get to know her, and then
and then boner. Yeah, I got it. So do a charisma check with disadvantage, you drunk fuck.
So
I'm
an
not
8
drunk.
or
an 8.
Yep, an 8. Wait, no, that was charisma save. I'm a dummy. I rolled the wrong stuff. Sorry.
Persuasion check. Yes.
Persuasion?
Yes.
Okay, we're doing that with disadvantage. A 15 or still an 8. Okay.
She glides her fingers up you and says, I'll think about it.
And then she walks off and I never see her again.
Correct, yes.
And she waddles
Excellent.
Away.
I'm happy to fade to black and wake up the next morning. I am satisfied.
Cool. Does anybody else want to do anything before we fade to black?
No, I am good at the moment.
Zach,
I'm just gonna look at Nox and be like, ugh, that was rough.
What did you say, Spence?
I can just hear you talking.
I apologize.
All right, so everything, including the Debbie Downer, fades to black. Nick, just one more Constitution saving throw.
23.
23. You have a light hangover, but it's not like smashing you in the face. And Greyflor, you wake up with a nice encrusted, dried blood mouth just surrounding you with bits of fur chipped into it, and
blood mustache.
Yeah, you have a blood goatee. Yum.
Hot blood.
A bloatee.
Yeah, just sort of like scrapes it off into his mouth.
Oh.
I assume we've had a long rest.
Oh, yes, you guys can take.
He's still thinking about dry blood flakes
Yeah,
being
no, the more
scraped
I
in your
think
mouth.
about it, the worse it gets. I did not need that in my life.
Each one of those flakes was from a different kitten.
Stop.
Quite probably.
Including the runt that went last.
Oh my god.
Raphael sitting at a litter of kittens just...
That's fucking awful. Okay, so you guys wake up. What are we doing?
Fafnir is going to go downstairs and assess the damage.
Okay. Assess the damage.
I didn't sleep in my room. I passed out on a table.
How bad are we looking?
You're looking great because you didn't drink anything and you went to bed real fucking early.
No, I mean everyone. I mean the scene before me.
What it looks like is you see the door slightly cracked and like a hand coming towards it. So someone passed out right in the doorway. People are sprawled on the tables. The bards are gone, and you see it's like 7 or 8 in the morning, and actually no, it's about 10. You see the barkeep trying to wake everybody out, and he's like, "All right, guys, that was a party. Let's get going. I have a business to clean up." And there is food remains everywhere. People toppled on each other. No orgy shit. Sorry, Nick. But yeah, it looks like
it's not obvious. Nox is a freak.
Is there anything I don't know?
Andy has a tail.
On the banquet
he does.
Table.
What's on the table? Are you looking for leftover food?
I don't know if there's. I don't know. There was a bowl of fruit or something.
No. There's nothing left. It has either been picked.
Bowl of fruit. Everybody's just getting drunk, eating legs of turkeys. Do you guys have a bowl of fruit?
Ah, yes. I need my pears and my vegetables. They're very important to my diet.
The paladin asks.
I would say that figs are one of the best meals in the world. Figs are great.
Okay. Anyways,
you need good ones. Anyway, so I'm gonna kind of join Nox. Say, is he asleep?
Looks like I'm fucking knocked.
So
he's
gonna
groggily and half awake, and he's got 5 hours of sleep.
So I'm gonna shake his shoulder and wake him up. Morning, Nox. Yeah. What do you want to do next? So he's gonna move the people out of the seat or wake him up, and so he gets a seat, so he joins him at the table.
I want to take a fucking bath. Oh.
Sounds like a plan.
Is there a bathroom in this establishment?
Yeah, you can.
Even if it's a primitive little tub or a...
Correct, yes.
Half a barrel?
Half a barrel.
You'll fit in half a barrel.
Yeah. Anyways, Nox is gonna go wash up.
Okay. He'll give it to you for free since...
we made him a bunch of money.
And as Nox goes upstairs, you see Bombat walk up and he's like, "Wow, that was good for business." As he plunks a giant, a good sized sack of money into his sack. He's like, "Well, we should do this again." As the bowl is just gone, there's not a trace of wherever the hell it went.
Somebody stole the bowl.
Oh no, he took it apart and put it away. I need a Bombat emoji. Yeah, I will tell my friend to hop right on that. But yes, so what is everyone else doing? So I have a crusty boy that just ate blood flakes for breakfast without any
Most
milk.
nutritious goblin cereal.
Gross. That's corporate propaganda.
Blood flakes.
So just what's up?
No, what were you saying?
I was just gonna say, for means of expediency, we could just so you guys get around, you get all your things. Grov says thank you. We should do this definitely again, and
Yeah,
made a
if
lot
we're
of
ever in
money
town.
last night. I went into my 3rd barrel.
Nice.
Who likes parties?
Everyone likes parties except for whatever that, stuck up prick that you have upstairs. And,
He is a saint of the future. Remember that.
right, okay. Well,
I winked at him.
and, you guys go off. Do you want to do any shopping before you guys go on to your adventure?
No.
Wait, didn't we say something about the alchemy shop again?
You might be able to find a skull there.
I'll check the alchemy shop real quick before we leave.
But yeah, I assume that we're kind of heading towards the carriage.
Yeah. I'm gonna head towards the carriage. Zaza needs to hit the alchemy shop so we can probably pick him up.
Cool.
Okay.
I would probably be checking to see if our friend is alive.
Which friend?
The one that's
With the
knocked
concussion?
out in the back of the car.
Oh, right, that friend.
Yeah.
I forgot about his existence.
The one who's just been unconscious for days on end.
In a coma, basically.
That would be the one.
The one that's comatose. That one. Okay. Yeah.
That would be the one.
He's doing great. He still hasn't awoken.
But he's breathing.
He's still breathing.
It's still just in storage with the arrows.
He's dreaming about going to his wife's thing and not being able to bring his tablet of writing to this place for him to hop into his group sesh and do stuff. And yeah, it's a weird dream. Yeah.
At least he's not like in a T-pose, floating, bumping his head on every doorway we walk through.
Oh yeah.
Because I'm not running the campaign. He would be following us in a fucking T-pose if I was running this.
You're in
Yeah.
danger.
Yeah.
I'm going to
All
shoot
the
you
enemies
as
just
he
target
turns to
him
the side.
first.
No, he
He
doesn't
doesn't even
exist,
turn,
man.
he just rotates.
Yeah, he's just...
Have you ever seen me shooting 360 as he fucking helicopter?
He takes off.
I can fly.
But yeah.
I'll meet you guys
Zaza-
there.
Zaza needs to go to the alchemy shop. Our CL friend is alive and well, just not with us. I assume the arrows are still there in the box.
Yes, they are locked away.
And we will take the carriage towards the alchemy shop to swing and pick up Zaza.
All
Yeah.
right.
Fafnir
And you
can drive the
guys,
carriage.
you can role play amongst yourself before I flood my apartment. So I'll be right back.
Nice. Yeah. So,
On that note,
so is Zaza going to the alchemy shop by himself then?
I went to check
Is
on
anyone
my
no one
friend.
wants to go.
Yeah, you went to the carriage. I went to the carriage. Fafnir went to the carriage. Grafilor?
Yeah, the carriage.
The carriage. Right on.
Off I go.
All right. We also need Bombat. We can send the pet with Zaza just in case. Just in case. And Alvina will be with us over at the carriage.
Do you mean
Alvina the pixie?
No.
Oh, yes.
Yes, the one that has been on screen once.
I think it was twice, maybe.
But yeah, she exists, and she's just coming with us, saying that we're taking too long, yada yada, hurry the fuck up and stuff, as you do.
So once we get to the carriage and we see the elf again, Grafale's just going,
how long until Grafalo can eat the elf? He's been lying there unconscious for 2 days. Is he dead? Perhaps just a nibble?
I'm just gonna look at the holy men.
Eat the elf.
Elves are friend?
Not food.
Not food?
That's it.
Elves are friend. And I point at myself.
So I'm going to look at Jin and say, why are you even talking to the abomination?
He's still a living creature, my friend.
which one of us is the abomination?
Fafnir is going to scoff and then blow a contemptuous look at Grailfall, and then carry on and check the carriage has been looked after.
Grafalo needs to eat more.
I have more ogre fingers. They've
Ogre
been sitting
fingers?
around for a day, 2 days.
Grafalo is like looking at it like a dog, just going.
I just drop the bag in his hands.
Kind of coats them in his good berry mold before eating them.
Explain how hungry you get.
This is in character, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Grafalo. Well, sometimes Grafalo gets hungry than other times. Sometimes he loses control.
What do you mean by that?
Grafalo feels the hunger, then he starts biting.
Tell us about this hunger, Grafalo. I am curious.
Friends?
Grafalo does not know what he is. Grafalo only knows he comes from the mist.
Right, I like mist. It's very calming.
Insight check?
Go for it.
Are you fucking 11?
He's not lying.
Okay. Right. And you have no idea where you're from.
Grafalo knows that he is part of a group of goblin druids. And then he was in a dark dungeon for Grafalo does not know how long. And then he was in the mists. And then he was here.
Oh, let's stop right there.
And then
okay.
he fell out of the sky
so
with
we
us.
were in a dungeon, and then we were in the mists. Talk me through that process. How did we get to the mist?
Dr. Phil on duty. Let's go.
Is this lore? Oh boy.
I believe it is lore.
I'm glad I have an expert here today. He actually specializes in the Mist Academy and will be able
Grafalo was in the dungeon. And then Grafalo's captor died. And so Grafalo left the dungeon. And then Grafalo wandered. And he found mist.
Found mist. Okay.
And then Grafalo fell out of the mist into somewhere. And then he met these people.
Zach, you want to do an Arcana check for me? Either that or history.
Okay.
I feel like it would be Arcana.
To clarify, we were walking through a field minding our own business, and he thought we smelled nice, and he came with us.
6.
Did the bag of hands come with him in the mist, or did he find those?
But it's fingers, and I gave it to him.
No. Didn't we find him eating one of the last people?
That's when you met him, Zaza. Grateful and I go a little farther back.
Zach, what was your
It was just a 6. Yeah. Gryffindor.
Very cryptic.
Did you feel this hunger?
That's just maddeningly helpful.
The mist.
Gryffindor knows he felt the hunger after leaving the dungeon.
Okay. We'll put a pin in this. Great session.
Yeah.
All right,
probably waiting on the curb.
Okay. So
the carriage and
yeah.
Any more group therapy session?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. All right. So
but,
who's
Jin, we should have that talk, like on the road. Let's pull that pin out, as it were, after we get Zaza.
Yes, in a stationary place.
Indeed.
We can do that.
Bombat is also with Zaza, by the way.
Great.
And Alvina is with us.
Great. Who owns
Gryffindor feels fine
Bombat
about this.
Does, so Chester's with
Out of game. I feel like Gryffindor is in a pretty.
Is that what you guys meant by the pet is with me? The chest?
Yes, the pet.
Or did you guys mean Bombat by the pet?
It depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking about
I thought you meant Chester when you said the pet. Because you said Bombat's going with me, and then you're like, and then you go, the pet's going with him. So I thought you meant Chester.
Out of game, I love how you're calling the guy that's smarter than half of you the pet, but fuck off.
I mean, that's just mechanically what he is. Henchman?
Are you having fun with your ice?
Goddamn right.
Anyways. Okay, so Bombat had... Wait, who did you give the stick to?
Bombat.
The eyeball? You gave it to Bombat?
Bombat has Chester's.
Chester, yes. Yep, okay, cool.
So it's me, Bombat, and Chester waiting on the...
correct.
Well,
so
I don't know. Actually, I never got to talk to the lady. I don't even know if there is a skull.
Yeah, no. You can go into the store, and she's like...
Wow, two trips in a day and a half. How can I help you?
You have any decorated skulls?
You gotta be more specific than that.
I need a gilded skull. Do you have one or know of a location?
So you're a betrayer of the dark arts?
And she grins.
I just tilt my head. That's not important.
Fine. All that matters is coin. I might have one. It's going to cost you a great deal, though.
How much?
Considering owning deceased body parts like bones and other types are outlawed within the city limits. It's gonna be about 400 gold, friend.
And with that, I walk out of the shop.
No response.
Zaza has been learning my trade. I'm glad to hear it.
So you've been waiting on the curb a while, is what I'm hearing.
It did say 300 pieces, right? Normally, it's like
300.
Yeah, okay,
yes.
That's what I thought. Okay, cool.
And all I have is 208.
That's pretty good still for now.
You can try to haggle her down. That is a thing in the game, but it depends on how well you're doing. But you left. So.
Yeah. I don't.
Get him next time.
Okay, so Zaza's chilling.
Maybe I'll find a nice golden skull out in the woods somewhere.
You know, growing in its natural habitat.
Oh my
yeah,
God.
right. Like off a tree.
Is Chester's half of his inventory just gonna be human? Oh no. Anyways,
don't give the necromancer ideas.
The thing does eat anything. What if I make him adapt to what you feed him? Like he starts like giving off like what he's being fed.
He just gives off death aura.
Well, no. Like if you start like feeding him like just straight up gold, he starts to get like a golden shimmer to him. Or if you start feeding him a bunch of bones, he turns like more black and has like a decay smell to him. Anyways, it's just an idea.
I have a question out of
character. What's up?
This is a hypothetical. So, you know how I have 208 gold pieces, right?
Uh-huh.
If I just find a skull, could I melt gold down and make my own gilded skull?
A DIY is cheaper.
If you
I
do
see
it right.
Jin, like, having a stroke. He's like, can you do
I mean, yeah, no, you can't. No, there's nothing saying you can't. It's more, do you have the technical ability to do so?
Does anyone in the party?
I can think of
I mean,
one that isn't a real person, being Bombat. He is an artificer.
And if he fucks up, you know, it might not work the way you want it to. You know.
Yeah,
So,
these are things.
How do you fuck up dipping a skull in gold?
It's more like
you could destroy the skull.
Yeah.
The gold could get mucked up with bone parts.
Yeah.
It could simply be the wrong shape, like when the mold comes out. There's a lot of things that can go wrong in metallurgy.
Yeah, that could then fuck up your.
I mean, if there's any liquid at all in the skull, that's just.
Yeah, or in the gold, then you have bubbling.
I feel like the bone in the gold wouldn't do anything because it would just melt if it like broke off. But I feel like the hardest part would be the mold.
Though none of us are metallurgy experts, thankfully Bombat is, and the details never matter with him.
Does it have to be perfect though to cast the spell? Like
I can't tell if that was a hit at me or not.
I mean,
it's not. It's just more the game.
Yeah.
Did anyone hear my question?
Yes, nope. And I mean, it would be more. He asked, you know, if it being mildly fucked up would fuck up the spell.
I said, does it have to be perfect to use it?
It depends on how fucked up it is, and my discretion.
Yeah. Okay, so it's gonna have to be damn near perfect. Got it.
You're gonna want it to be good.
You do want it to be good.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay.
That was my hypothetical. I didn't know if I could even do that with my gold and if I had a skull.
Yes. Anywho. Okay, so you guys pick up Zaza as you guys leave the city. Is that where we're at? Who is riding up front? Is it Bombat again, or is it Nox and...
Fafnir is leading the cart.
Yeah, I'm on the reins.
Alright, so Fafnir and Bombat are chilling on top, and you guys are all in the cart together. Did you want to talk, or...
Yeah,
later.
Spencer, how's your apartment? Did it not flood?
Yep. So you guys, it's the beginning of the day. You guys ride for 4 hours. You take a break, feed the horses, do that. It's gonna be a long trek. You guys, I assume you guys bought supplies.
I did want to have this conversation.
Actually, no, you already have enough supplies. Never mind.
We kind of skipped past this. I was assuming we're going back to get the ship and then sailing round because that would be quicker.
Paul, your ship is docked for 2 weeks via Cooper.
Yeah,
Hansen.
we've been gone a week. It took a week to get here.
So you want to go all the way back down to Katala just to drive all the way back up to Vala?
We'll figure it out.
A ship is quicker than a cart by some margin.
But this is so much cooler. We're already here.
So then what would we do, Faf? Would we sell the cart?
Cooperative wins.
Or would we have to pay to store it somewhere?
Well, then what you do, Nomad, is you tack into the wind and back out again, and in and out and in and out, and you make progress.
Unit. Another thing to contend with is that our quarry might try to double back. And if we have to double back to then go get the ship, then all of a sudden he has multiple weeks on us as well. Also, we're already here.
But
also, do you have enough money to dock the ship at your own expense that Cooper gladly paid for?
Well, Cooper can cover us again with some of the pay, if need be, from the job we're doing on his behalf. The arrows that I am delivering to him.
That's technically a job through the Gambits, not...
Yeah, for him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but they're for him.
Either way.
The point remains, we're in a cart. We are going north.
Mm-hmm.
And
Knox, we stay at the cart.
Hey God,
What's
are
up?
we saying that
Hey God.
taking the cart is better?
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
Cool.
I say we listen to God.
Moving on.
Yeah, I was with Knox already, but
Hey,
sure,
God.
God.
Fine.
My character's agnostic, but I'm gonna tell you, Mr. Holy Man, let's listen to God.
The DM is saying.
You literally.
Take the damn cart. Just take the damn cart.
I'm agnostic, even though I have 2 holy men that can divine smite from a god themselves. But I don't know if they exist or not.
And when
I will be
he watched
God.
me channel one and raise a giant from the dead.
Anyway, woo. So you guys take the cart. For the sake of expediency, nothing happens on your trip. You guys take about 2 or 3 weeks just trucking along. But what's up, Knox?
So, Jin and Nox had just had an exchange where we said that we need to have a fucking like family meeting about who are we and what's going on, and because like both Nox and Graffelor have been acting real fucking sus.
So about a week into the trip, you notice that the grasslands, the lush flowing grasslands, turn into a more rocky, barren. It's getting colder. You notice off in the distance mountain peaks have heavy snow on them. You do know that you're heading up more north and that this is going to be a cold area. You guys are setting up camp on one of the nights. And one of you sparks up a conversation. I would assume that this would be Jin bringing back again.
So
hey, by the way.
I also had an interjection. Oh no, sorry.
No, what's up?
I was gonna say because was it Nox and Jin that noticed I was away from the table? I don't know if they had anything to say to me because I wasn't at the table in the inn. So I just wanted to bring that back up.
Nox noticed, and Nox and Zaza do have an understanding.
Yeah, we already, because we had that talk when we were taking watch.
But yeah, Jin
and I know that
noticed.
You don't like it when people bring attention to it. All you do is grumble. So I left you alone.
Zach, you noticed at that time that Zaza stayed in the corner the entire time and did not eat or drink once.
Yeah.
In fact, when have you ever seen him go to the bushes to take a shit?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Think of it.
So,
I just sit by the fire for 4 hours, and
Nox
then I
is
just
telling us to stop like every 4 hours. Like, you gotta take a shit.
That's my sleep schedule, just 4 hours, and then I'm good.
So, also everyone else, has everybody taken a long rest since our last?
Yes, you guys should have. Yeah. You should have.
I have taken a long rest.
Okay.
Out of character, since isn't my long rest like around 4 hours since I'm dead or I'm dead.
Wait, you're what? That's okay.
He said what?
Fafnir gonna act like there's not undead in his party again? What?
Wait, what's my short rest then? If my long rest is 4, is it 2?
Rest, to put it in the words of Crap Guide to D&D, it's a short wank and some food, and then it's like 45 minutes.
Short rest is the same for everyone.
Okay.
Yeah. Just give or take an hour. It could be longer.
Okay, so setting around the campfire, Jin would say, I think it's time that we all explain ourselves a bit. So let's play a game.
I like games.
Bombay, can I go first?
Also.
I want to go first. I don't know what this game is, but I want to go first.
Shut the fuck up.
He says to a creature at about his knee height.
If anybody has some gold in the skull, I could do a party trick.
Dear God.
Hang on. I like games, but I'm gonna go take a shit. You know I catch up real quick. Be right back.
He just bounds into the forest with his tentacles waving.
Is everyone okay with being honest?
So Gryffindor would not tell a lie.
Fafnir is going to snap his eyes at Zaza on that comment.
What
did
Zaza say?
I said to a point.
No, I didn't hear what Zaza said. I heard what Jin said. So Jin said, "Would everyone mind being honest?"
Okay.
And Fafnir's just gonna, turn and look at Zaza.
And real quick, this is
What was that, Spencer?
Out of
the crumbs.
So this is out of game. If I had noticed things like that, I probably would have made a religion check, if you're gonna let me, to discern any idea of what Zaza might be.
Go for it, yeah.
Wonderful.
Think.
If you ever have a suggestion on a role that you want to do, just let me know.
Yeah, I forget too, Spencer. Do you know what god I follow in this? Oh.
Which one is it again?
It was one of the gods of the dead.
That's what I thought. Oh, okay, I remember now. Yep, you're good.
Okay,
Yeah, but I don't remember.
So in this time.
Oh, wait. Okay, no, you're good. I was just saying to me, I think I found it, so I was like, wait.
I would cast Zone of Truth around the campfire.
Okay, for all you people that have never dealt with Zone of Truth, you cannot lie, but you can.
I can read it real quick.
Okay.
Yes. You create a magical zone guarding against deception in a 15-foot radius, which is our campfire. Until the end of the turn, a creature that's in the area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn next to blah, has to make a charisma savings throw. On a fail, the creature cannot speak a deliberate lie while in the radius. You know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw. So I need everybody to make a charisma saving throw. And I get to know whether you fail or save it. And the DC is...
Nick is off in the distance taking a shit.
DC is a 15.
And he's, yeah. I got
Ravelor succeeds.
Ravelor is the one I am least worried about.
We already know everything about Gryffindor. He's hungry.
I have an understanding.
He's hungry.
He's
and
a
he's
hungry
rotten.
boy.
He's hungry, rotten, and
back
small.
From the bushes.
Charisma savings throw from
Nick, as you're walking from the bushes, you just get hit with this wave of hitting, kind of doesn't oppress your mind, but you feel like a pushing on your.
You would have had to walk physically through a glowing wall or.
Okay, I'm gonna stop right before it. The fuck is that?
Come on in, buddy. It's time to be truthful.
You're gonna
see. I want to make an insight check on that motherfucker.
That's
Go for it.
Hold on.
I just want to know your generalized intonation, intention that I get from a 19.
Yeah, no, and I'm gonna roll something.
You are still relatively a stranger, and Nox
100%
is not a fan of magic.
100%.
At all.
No, man. Does Fafnir realize what this is?
Probably. It's a common thing used in the Holy.
You got confessionals, don't you?
So that roll.
I know what this is.
That roll was a joke. I'm being completely truthful. I truly want to. My character's goals are.
What are the vibes I get? Because
I don't even know what we're doing. It's truly. I want to understand who the people are I'm in.
So who passed?
Anybody pass a 15?
I did.
Yes, Gryffindor. I knew that.
That's it.
I'm going to take a deep breath and step through. What save am I making?
It is a charisma savings throw.
Fafnir, what did you get?
Who?
Fafnir.
I fail.
Oh, I got a 12. I failed it. So Fafnir.
So I mean, Nick, I probably assume you know what this is, but
it's a zone of truth.
Yes, can't tell a deliberate lie.
Zaza, what'd you get?
Oh, I failed. I got an 8.
Oof.
And I know
you can beat around the bush, however, but
you can, but
you may not tell a deliberate lie.
No, you cannot tell.
Can I tell a half truth?
You cannot be a lie.
None of it can be a lie.
Fafnir
but
is
like
still the truth.
If you asked me like out of character, like
hold on. I think we're probably gonna run into it right now.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Since I did this, I'm gonna ask the first question.
Hold up, before you begin, Fafnir is going to stand up, throw a annoyed look at you that you've put this spell in place, and proceed to immediately leave the field. And he's going to go
Everyone seems suspicious.
We can leave this circle, right? It's not like keeping us in.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just keep sitting by the fire in it.
Fafnir?
I don't care.
Way to build trust, Fafnir.
I hope you know I trust you the least now as you walk out of the circle.
Fafnir is not going to look back. He's going to stop and he's going to say, "You question my honor, and you think that this parlor trick is necessary for a knight of Alderuk to tell the truth?"
Wow.
And he's going to continue walk straight off.
Oh wow, you're continuing with the pretentious country, aren't you?
That's not a good idea.
I'm just gonna look at Jin and be like, paladins are so fickle.
If you want me to go bring him back, I can.
Oh no, I know. That's why I said it. I said it to Jin.
Raffaello would also help in returning that one.
Everyone
alive.
Definitely see me put
Raffaello
my
can
hand
alive.
on my sword.
Wait, I didn't hear you. What'd you say, Jin?
I said everyone would have definitely saw that I put my hand on my sword. Think better of it for now.
Oh, it's less work, and I just sit down.
So who's still in the spell circle right now besides me and Jin?
So the three of us. So it's just the three of us in Bombat.
So me, you, and Nox.
Me, Nox, Raffaello, and Bombat. That's who's
okay.
Here.
And
I am visibly stressed, and despite the cold weather, there's a bead of sweat going down the side of my head.
I'm going to ask.
He is calm for now.
I'm going to ask a single question, and then that person who I've asked can ask a question. Understood?
That's a fun game.
And so on and so forth. Okay. Zaza, I have noticed many weird things from you. You do not eat. You do not sleep. I don't need your life story, but I need to know what's under that mask.
Nox is going to look at you, Zaza. I think it's okay.
Emptiness.
Please elaborate.
Sorry, no, I saw a bus. Yeah.
It's only me, you, and Grateful are at the bonfire, right?
How far off did you walk,
and Bombat. Well, like, I mean, like, the people that are actually, like, here. Like,
also,
everyone but Fafnir.
Fafnir has walked off in disgust.
Alvina's fluttering her wings. Just flying. Yeah, his honor.
I'll take off my mask.
Pride,
I'll throw the hood back, start unstrapping the mask, and pull it off.
Describe yourself.
So I do see that he is
pale. Yeah.
Pale, stretched
like
skin.
Yeah, it's like you can see my skeleton. Like my eyes are sunken in, like dark all around. They're glowing purple, and then my hair is like black, but it's like black and white stripes. Like it's mostly white, but it has black stripes through it.
Being that we are here, I'm going to break my own first rule, and I apologize. I have some follow-ups.
I think that's fair. Don't you think that's fair, Zaza?
I just look over.
You see Bombat look at Alvina and he's like, I called it.
You know how this happened to you.
Yes and no.
Okay. do you... Can I do an insight check on Zaza? Not about his answers, about his motives that I've seen so far in the world. What his motive, what his alignment is, basically. Is he a good...
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to plan, actually.
I've yet to roll well today. It's an 8.
That's still a generalized breed.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I have to roll anything?
No.
You know he's a necromancer, but you haven't seen him, or well, you know he deals with undead, and like he raised that undead, but you haven't seen him do, depending on your point of view.
Stealing the souls.
Actually, wait, no, he didn't see me raise that one undead.
Oh no,
he joined after I raised the giant.
Yeah. So I would say, as long my thing is,
we would have talked about it though. Nox thought that shit was cool.
Out of game, my character, it's more about like the greater evil.
No, he is not a greater evil. You've not seen him do anything.
Yes. For now, we are fine. All I seek is balance. Be careful.
And then I just strap the mask back on and put the hood back up.
Moving on, your turn.
I was feeling...
Zaza, you can ask the question now.
Cold as the grave.
Oh my god.
I get it. Nice.
And I just nod my head at him.
By the way, while I'm sitting here all these times, if I do magic, my sword is out. And I'm like the hilt is my arcane focus.
I was gonna ask, I was like, is the sword your casting tool?
Yes, that is my arcane focus. So when I'm doing an array thing, I'm like holding the sword centered, and the tree is shooting up this orb around us.
By the power of Grayskull.
That's right.
You shall not
Undercat!
D, it's your turn to ask a question to the group. Oh my god, we're playing real talk in D&D. Wow.
We are. Spencer, you realize I took this from Critical Role, Season 3.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at... who's the guy we're hunting for again?
We're looking for Zed.
Zed.
He is a Simic hybrid.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at Nox. When we find that one, what are you actually going to do to him?
I'm gonna recruit him. Give him a job. We're trying to get an expert out of prison. It's a long story. But he is an essential part of the crew.
Oh, right. You two don't know the actual...
We're gonna do a heist down the line. It's gonna be awesome. But we need Zed to make it happen.
I'll just nod. Your turn.
A heist, yeah. And Nox will just like turn to you. Yeah. We're doing that.
Could you explain that a bit more?
It's not your turn.
I
understand. That's the truth, there, Jin.
I'm gonna look at Jin and like nod to Nox. I'm gonna be like, it's his turn.
Any follow-ups, Zaza?
No, not right now.
All right. Jin, you're within the event horizon.
Yeah, I'm in the thing too.
You are? Okay.
I'm assuming he casted it around the campfire and we're all just sitting around it.
Oh,
right.
I don't know that I actually have to. Do I have to?
I don't think so.
I don't know how that works.
I think you're like the origin point.
Well, Nox is operating on the understanding that you do because he has a hammer-brained understanding of magic.
He's like, well, he's in it. He must be affected.
Pretty much. I mean, anyways, Graffilore's here as well, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Graffilore's here. Bombat, Elvina's here.
Elvina.
If you guys really want to ask the hard questions to Chester, you can go for it.
He's gonna be like,
Chester, who is your god?
It's just gonna be mimic noises.
Nox is gonna turn to Graffilore, and he's just gonna kind of like scoot over a little bit, kind of like lean in. Were you trying to eat me?
Yes. Gravelo was.
He just leaves it.
So honest.
Yeah.
I don't even need to be.
It's like magic.
Well, he didn't even try to beat around the bush. He didn't even beat around the bush. He was like, yeah, I was doing that.
I have no follow-up questions. Your turn, Greffalor.
The one called Jin.
Yes.
What is your purpose here? Why have you joined us for this journey?
I'm glad you asked that.
To rescue the maidens.
We are fair maidens to protect.
In short, you are not incorrect.
Join the party to get bitches.
Oh, a thing of my own. Okay. That's it. Okay. I serve the Lady Iridris, the bringer of light. It is my destiny to help those in need. You all seem like you are in need. So I am here to help.
This
Yeah,
is
that
good.
tracks. Yeah.
I don't think
Gravelo has no further questions.
Back to you,
I
Zach.
will add that I also send creatures to hell with my blade.
They've been there.
With that, with that, my eyebrows just, and I just sort of like stare at the campfire for a second, contemplating the universe.
I was not, when you all first met me, I was not kidding when I allowed those creatures a chance to repent. Silent.
Yep.
It's
like, oh man.
Ooh, this just got serious.
Have saved them from me.
Well,
I think I cut myself on the air itself.
Since it is my turn, and since 10 minutes has probably gone by, I cast it again.
Yeah, just refresh it.
Nox.
So where's Faf? Is he just
He walked
still
away.
gone?
He went to go take a shit.
Fafnir is gone to check on the horses. We got tied to a tree nearby, and he's giving them pats and double checking that everything's properly secured.
You're so expensive.
The Talp is alive.
I hope we can
forget the
return
Talp
you.
has been unconscious for a fucking week.
I have out of game. I have one more serious question to ask for the role playing. Does anybody else have a major question, or are we almost done with this part of it?
I was just gonna let it flow.
I'm just curious.
I was just letting
That's
it
fine.
right
That's
out.
fine. We keep going. I just don't want to impede the game either too much. That was why.
I was just gonna keep going around the circle till Spencer said, "All right, the night's over."
Wonderful. Okay. No, I just wanted to. Yeah, don't want to impede. Nox.
Yeah.
Explain a heist better.
A heist.
Well, you
right.
steal things.
The heist.
The heist. And he pulls out a little notepad. Because he also has some notes. But this notepad is weird. It's made out of like little strips of hide. And, well, it more or less goes like this. I was assigned by Lear Shan of the Silver Serpents for a job. The job is going to pay us 20,000 gold, and that goes to every head surviving by the time that we finish it. Right? It, of course, will pay dues for the funerals, but we need to get a group together to make this heist happen. The first was Salbor, the hobgoblin. He was in the horde. He's a big meathead. He's got a big old scar, gray, gross skin. We also need, we needed Top, a satyr. He's gonna be our face. He's the one who's got to get us in there with disguises and all that James Bond shit.
And right now, James Bond.
James Bond, he's a great hero from a human kingdom that dressed up like lizards and hunted them.
Oh,
it's great story.
Human folklore is weird.
It's pretty weird, especially when it's all just made up by dummies. And now we're looking up Zed. He's a simic hybrid, like me. I suspect not from the same lab, but he has had changes done to his body. And this one is also going to be an expert in helping us with this heist. The heist itself. And he reaches into his backpack.
As you're talking about Zed and like hit the lab and stuff, a memory flashes in your mind real quickly, just by you. You see a cutting instrument. It's like you're seeing through the eyes of whoever is on this cold slabbed table, seeing a knife dig into your arm. You can feel the pain. You hear murmuring and talking, and you see...
Talking in what? Is it a language I know?
It's just murmured. You can't understand it right now. You see there's, like, cables going in and out of, like, parts of whoever's body this is, and it cuts and you're back to consciousness. Yeah, like you were just talking.
Yeah, and after cutting out mid-sentence, he noxious sighs to himself as he rummages through his bag and is like, fuck, which... Oh, there it is. And he pulls out a diamond the size of his fist. You see this?
Yes.
This is called a fallen star. I have reason to believe there's another one underneath the Dwarven Republic.
It's not
powering their city.
Republic of Mithrin.
And I happen to know that place is very tumultuous, and they cannot be trusted with this power. The heist is getting that crystal out of their power network and getting out alive.
Yeah. It doesn't exactly look like a diamond. It's like a thin shard of like a black, what seems like metal, and it looks almost as though there's like stars in the metal.
DM.
Yes.
Would I know that to be true? Are the dwarves a less than savory culture?
The dwarves, well, depending on what side you fall, they just had a massive political offshoot recently that the news has actually spanned the globe. So it's a very popular topic right now of a female Supreme Chancellor taking over the Senate, and she does not share the same isolationistic views and militaristic views such as the dwarves, and she thinks that they should be trading and not trying to expand, but instead defend people who basically give America in the 19s a Senate, like an actual proper Senate, and yeah, that's what you got.
Okay,
1920s
overall,
isolationistic America.
Got it. Okay. I guess my question is, would I agree, just off of the understanding of the world I have, that maybe this is a power they shouldn't have? That's what I'm asking.
You're not quite sure. You're not quite sure what the thing holds. Nox is kind of just assuming half of what he just said.
Gotcha.
Yeah, a simple insight check will put forth that a lot of my strongman attitude is going into it, and that a lot of this is how he thinks it is.
I was gonna ask a question. What if I was like, cause you know how he got that vision and he paused.
Yeah.
If I was gonna ask him what that was, do I roll insight? Or what
No,
would
you
that
can
be?
just ask him if you
Okay.
have the actual question.
Okay. Nox, what was that?
I can't lie.
Oh, I forgot. We're still in that.
You sure are.
Thank you,
Because I
James.
was about to lie. uh, uh, for once, Nox is at a loss for words.
Zone of Truth is a bad spell.
Well, I don't even know, frankly. Just something horrifying came to mind.
I understand. I get them often.
Vague but true.
Yeah. The body that I have now, I'm willing to bet a lot of it has changed. That I was built in a way or grown to be like this. I'm not really sure. For all I know, I could be a Frankenstein fucker. But it be what it be. It's inconsequential. I'm fine. And that's the heist. Is it my turn?
Or now.
Technically, yeah.
I don't know whose turn it was. I just interrupted because I saw you like.
No,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Nick, yeah, it's your turn.
According to the rules, it's my turn.
What? We're powwowing. It is your turn, though.
Yeah. I'm gonna turn to Alvina, the pixie.
Yeah?
And,
Alvina didn't roll. And I get to know whether she passes or fails.
She failed.
Okay.
Bombat failed.
Okay.
Chester passed.
Chester passed.
Why is it that the only character who wouldn't lie anyway is the only one who would be able to?
yeah. He's just gonna turn to Alvina and be like, do you need a coat for the cold weather? You're very small.
Oh no, I have an ability to manipulate the air currents around my body to actually make the air warm. I sit at a nice 75 degrees all the time.
Thank my blood.
Now, Bombat over here? Probably.
I didn't ask about him.
You don't have to be a prick about it.
Well, by the rules.
Alvina's turn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Zaza. You wanna...
What's that book you're carrying around there, bud?
Notes.
No. That book. And she points to your, like, spell book.
Oh. Spicy notes.
Spicy.
Is that a lie? That's a lie.
That is towing the line if I've ever heard it.
Spicy notes.
Don't think it's a lie. But it's also not.
Yes, Brooke, you have an incredibly valid point. But anyways. So, what's the book? Why do you have it?
It helps in combat and other situations.
Like sex. Like you were talking about the other night. I'm sorry, it's not my turn. Not my turn.
No, not
Alvina
like that,
just looks at you with a
Frankenstein.
concerned face. What?
Did
you see that face?
It gets lonely out here. God!
Where's the nearest dryad?
Don't listen to the chimera. It's not for that.
Anyways, Zaza, it's your turn. And this will be 2 more questions, and then we're done.
Jin.
Yes?
Nobody? I swear to God, nobody even knows I'm here. Why am I even here?
Nox leans over to Bombat and just like whispers, "What's your favorite color?"
Red, because it reminds me of explosions.
I knew.
Right, mine's green. And he just leans back. And then leans back forward. Actually, it's purple. And he leans back again.
Do you hate me knowing what I am?
Do not hate you.
I think kind of short-sighted.
It's just the concerned meme. Concerned.
I don't understand what you are yet.
Maybe that's for the better.
But let this
Your
be
question.
Our relationship is better than someone else right now.
I'm looking at someone on my screen right now.
I thought we were fine.
One lizard tear.
Gryffindor.
Me. Oh.
Bombat, we'll get to you. Gryffindor, you're asking him something. But Gryffindor. Where did we last leave off? Let me get my notes out. In the last session of ours, we talked about the mist. And the hunger.
Counselor Jin on duty.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just gonna fall back on the ground on my back and like sprawl my arms out. Just like,
What? How do you create your magic?
I heard just a one note and I was like,
Grafale uses the magic of the mushroom. It is a form of nature magic.
Magic mushrooms, god fucking damn it.
It's
a lot of people use
been
that
in the background
magic.
this whole time, y'all.
Canon now.
He's not even actually magical. He's just imagining this entire thing in his head.
He's like, I'm on the wall. He's on the floor.
Were you able to do magic before the mists?
Yes. However, Grafale's magic was changed. Not by the mist, but by whatever happened before.
And you're telling me, remember, you can't lie. Haha. That's a joke. I know you can. No, and he knows you can. You don't remember anything that happened before the mists. You were in the dungeon. You don't remember what happened. You were captured. By what?
Do you want to try to dig into your memories, Grave?
Yeah, sure.
Roll a d20.
This is an honest question because I was going to ask if he even knows.
Just roll a wisdom check.
Oh, Grafale has high ass wisdom. 16.
Alright, so you dig into your mind and you get flashes of what seems to be a feral humanoid outcasted from society for particular tastes. You remember fangs and being abducted in the middle of the night, and after spending some time in this dungeon, you gained some different powers, like the ability to walk on walls, and you had the insatiable hunger to eat on raw flesh. Nothing that a normal goblin, even though some of your tribe is a bit odd, would want to partake in.
Yeah. So
Grafale remembers being taken by a man, and that's it.
Do you remember what the man looked like?
Pale.
And do you wish to find them again?
Hilo does not hold a grudge. However, he believes if he met the man, Gravelo would kill them.
You could eat them.
Good. That is all.
My turn?
For
Would you like to talk?
For cinematics at this point, honest, I think another 10 minutes would have went by.
Okay.
And as he's asking the question to Bombat, the magic would dissipate. So it doesn't matter whether he lies or tells the truth. I'm sorry, like
Okay.
legitimately 20 minutes would have went by probably.
Okay, so is anybody asking him a question?
I was
Do
about
you
to
want
ask
to
him.
talk?
Oh, okay. He just looks at you, waiting for a question. Like, literally from anybody. Like, all excited. He's, like, kicking his feet.
Bombat,
Yes? My turn.
how do you create things so well?
Oh. Well.
Hold on. That's
Wow,
I thought you wanted to
yeah,
talk.
that was like the big
No,
question
no,
in the
no.
room.
I'm just trying to figure out if
Bro.
it's a 7 or a 1, and that's definitely too short to be a 7. So, anyways,
Not one.
he
Yeah.
doesn't notice the barrier go down. So,
Well, I was trained in the means of artificery. I can make a long list of items, and well, you see my magical bag of holding as he just starts clunking out like these contraptions. Like, most of them are explosives. You see the flamethrower. You see what seems to be like this giant like rocket launcher thing. Like, you can't really wrap your mind around it. And he's like, well, there's some of my shit, and then puts it back in his bag. And he's like, yeah, but like, you know, I've been at this for a while, so.
Sounds like you're a pretty smart guy.
Yes, smarter than that jackass taking a piss.
I would agree.
It's fun playing dumb around him. He thinks he's so much better than everybody, but honestly, literally could kick his ass 10 days out of the week.
I bet you could wipe the floor with him in Sudoku.
To be honest, mates, I could
I
probably wipe the
like
floor
your
with half of them.
flamethrower.
1v1 me, bro.
At that, I would probably get up, walk over to Fafnir. If you ever wish to insult my lady and me again, I will send you to the house. You, your prideful sack of shit god, will feel my pride. And I walk away.
And then I just pop up. I could bring you back for a price.
Glare behind him, and you're going to see Fafnir start to reach for his sword and really consider it before turning and just walking off.
So, as Jin is like he-manning his way over to Fafnir, Nox is just gonna lean over to Bombat and be like, "You think they're gonna fight? If so, who throws the first blow?"
Oh, it's totally gonna be Paladin Boy. Are you kidding?
I'll lean. I lean over too. Yeah, but who do you have as the winner?
Oh. Paladin Boy.
I'm going with Jin.
Jin, yeah, me too. I'll throw 5 gold in.
20.
You're betting
20?
on our fight.
All right, I'll match you, so it's up to 40. Nox, you in this? If you don't have the money now, it doesn't matter.
The person who wins is the one I side with.
By this time,
wait.
I would have been walking back already.
Yeah, keep it down.
Then Bombat points directly, ignoring you, going, if this guy fights that jackass over there, obviously,
I'm gonna win the money because he's gonna wipe the floor with his ass. I'm not saying anything against the racist fucker over there, but it is what it is. And
I'm gonna get up while he's still talking, make my way to Fafnir.
What? If they're gonna fight, it has to be a fair fight. God, this is murdering my throat. It's gotta be a fair fight. So, like...
Nox rolls his eyes and walks to Fafnir.
Now, if any of them try to kill each other... Sorry, let me rephrase that. If Fafnir tries to kill Jin, stop him. If it happens the other way around...
Jin would not kill Fafnir. And no, but as I'm walking back, having definitely understood who you all are, of course I would win the fight. And to find a nearby tree, I'm not taking watch tonight. And I'm falling asleep on a tree.
And literally, you see Bombat look over at Yuzasa, and he's like, of course not. This guy never fucking sleeps anyway.
So
I'll
I'm
just
walking
look over
over
at Bombat. Don't
Fafnir.
you have something to blow up?
Your girl's DMs. And then he walks away.
You're gonna find...
he is Mrs. Steal Your Girl.
Fafnir looking out across the Night Shroud. Well, it's Night Shroud to you, but not to him. He can see it all still.
Ah, yes, because you have that ridiculous 300 fucking dark vision.
Looking out over the countryside.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. I was being texted about a Pyclops. I am dealing with it. Okay.
Oh.
And dealt. Okay.
Don't ask questions. It just goes down a stoner hole that you don't want to go.
It goes down. Don't worry about it. Anyways, Nox is approaching, and you're like gallantly looking off into the darkness where I see like 60 feet of it.
Your hair or waving in the wind, all anime
I've got my
style.
Cloak up.
Okay, fine. Your cloak waves in the wind, all anime style. Goddamn.
Nox is just gonna come over and like beside you and just kind of stand there for a second, and of course you're not gonna say anything, right? While I'm just like sitting there in silence, he's just gonna lean over and bump you with his shoulder. Oh, you insulted.
Greatly. I don't know what that paladin's deal with is, but I do not care.
Sounds like you're afraid to tell the truth.
I am under orders not to tell the truth. Unlike the rest of you, I am not out for myself. Certainly not. If he wishes to ask me something, he can ask me like an honorable warrior. He can walk up to me and expect me to say the truth, and I would expect no less of him.
So...
I will not sit there in a truth field as if my word is to be questioned.
Fafnir, you say you swore to not tell the truth in certain respects. I'm just setting the facts here. You want him to walk up and ask you questions as a warrior, to be lied to as a warrior. What do warriors do in the face of lies? They cut them down. Do they not?
I swore oaths to not speak of certain things. If you were to ask me a question...
Then you may not speak.
I could not speak on those issues, and I would tell him that I am not allowed to answer that. I would be honest with the truth, that I am not allowed to speak on an issue.
So, let me just break it down from my point of view. You're a liability. My eye is on you.
Why am I a liability for you?
You cause disarray.
This paladin has turned up out of nowhere, with no true agenda. When I attempted to get to know him, I got answers in very few words. I do not trust that paladin. He was
in the magic field. You know he was telling the truth.
I didn't hear a word that was said, did I?
Real quick, out of game, I was reading it. I can't see anything saying one way or the other. I would assume any creature in the field, so I would have had to also tell the truth. Just so everyone's aware. Moving on. Sorry.
Okay. I'm glad Nox's generalization is backed by game.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I assumed you were anyway, but...
I was, but also...
Seemed very heartfelt.
Yeah. What I'm saying is, he's a useful tool, and you're pissing him off. You hear me?
We both have uses for each other. As soon as we have these stars, I expect us two will go our separate ways. Until then, you need me and I need you.
For now.
For now.
I'm gonna get some sleep.
I will take watch.
Excellent. I'm gonna take first watch with him.
Is it warm in this wintry field?
So yeah, as the slight snow melts from all the tension. Oh, delightful. Okay, so you guys all sleep through the night. The watches go okay. And we make ourselves to the lands of Vala. And that's where I'm gonna cut it.
Woo! There's some drama for the end.
Right on. Those are good when you get like a good role-playing session.
That's good. So
fun.
I'm gonna end it there. That was good. And hopefully I will check my schedule. Rafe, I will be seeing if we're playing on Saturday.
It isn't that I forgot we played on Saturday, it's just that I forgot it was Saturday.
It was literally Saturday.
I did too. I thought it was Sunday when I woke up today. I was like, oh.
I literally had my first Sunday off in like months, but anyways, I hope.
Yeah, you're like, can you play Sunday? And I was like, nope.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. Thank you, all my players that joined. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being active in chat, and I hope you all had fun. And we will be seeing you either this upcoming Saturday or the one after that. And if not, you can join our Discord to get updates. And yeah, we'll go from there. So see you next Saturday.